Welcome to Do Better Sis, where we let you know if your weave is too tight or your eyebrows are just not quite right. Where we strive to inspire, encourage, uplift, educate, and motivate our sisters. Join us, Charli, Kay, and Phoenix, as we bring discussions on things such as health, building wealth, improving credit, investing, entertainment, and fashion in a language that you can understand. We spotlight what's going on in our communities and how we all can participate. Come and find out how you can do better, sis.
There it is. But we like the vocals, they don't make them vocals like
They don't.
the BB and CC Winans together is like can't beat it.
Look here, that's why I think Chris was all musical because baby,
vocals.
I listen to show this. He's like, when I say every day when I was pregnant,
Greens, beans, potatoes.
But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people sleep on Shirley.
They do.
my mule.
There you go.
Her vocals.
And I remember Mama.
them
And
vocals,
look here,
man.
and what was it, King? What was it? But baby, when I say every day,
Shirley Caesar got the vocals, honey. They
And
don't
no
make
sound
that
like-
Mississippi Mass
And
choir.
No.
sound like her.
No, they don't.
Never. I don't care how many Kirk Franklin's in the Revolution and all them people. We don't like them. Bring me back. I need that Mississippi Mass choir because don't nobody sing a hymn like that.
Yes,
Okay.
that's true. That's true.
And that
James
Mighty
Cleveland.
There you go.
Mighty Cloud.
Mighty
Yes,
Cloud.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. You vocals. Like none of the new music. Even though I
And
like
no,
Lizzo.
you know what? You're right.
But they
There's
don't got
no gospel
vocals.
like that.
No.
I can't think of any
I
gospel.
think Yolanda Adams is probably the last true gospel vocalist.
In
out
fact,
there.
you know what? She's the last gospel singer I went to see in concert.
Vocals. That
Was
chick
Yolanda
has
Adams.
range.
I'm trying to think. Her and Kurt Franklin was trapped. They were touring together.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But that was the last gospel.
But she's vocals. Even Tamala Mann, but the reason why Tamala
like
Mann
Tamala
don't
Mann.
get
I love Tamala.
as much play is because she a real big, or she on that Weight Watchers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the
But
thing.
she looks good.
But when it comes to weight, though, I can't agree with that because when it comes to weight, gospel singers, it doesn't matter how big or how
That's
small
true.
they are. With gospel, what matters is your vocals. And
But
what's
you know,
not your
Tamala's
mouth.
been in the game for a long time.
But
Like Tamala
Tamala-
started with Kurt.
Yeah.
See, Tamala.
Because Now Behold the
but-
Lamb. Now Behold the Lamb was her.
But he didn't want to give her no problem.
Well.
You know what? Tamala, I think.
But her
like,
vocals has been
her vocals is
and I think she's
untouchable.
beautiful though.
She is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
I think
She's really
I
nice.
love whenever she sang. I'm telling you, I always get chills when she sings.
It's anointing.
Listen,
voice
that
is
Take Me to the
anointing.
King almost took me out.
Look at him.
Oh my God.
Take
Coronavirus.
Take me strong to the upper room.
Okay?
Oh,
Come on.
take it, Lord, but don't
Look
take
at
me.
him.
I don't know what to tell
I don't
you.
know. When Tamala
Don't
sing,
do
it's
it.
like, well, guess what, Lord?
But I'm
I'm
telling
ready.
you, those vocals,
I'm
there's
ready.
some people
When
vocals
Tamala
that
said,
is
look him.
anointed when they
Look at him
sing
to the
those.
bring me to the altar.
Yeah.
This look at him, baby. Look, Lord, whatever. Take me.
But I'm gonna tell you, quiet as it's kept, and you will never catch an interview or hear nobody co-sign on this. But Tyler Perry's plays were not doing well
Until there you go.
he added Tamala Mann's vocals. They didn't come for her acting, but a lot of people didn't come for the plays initially for the acting. They came for Tamala Mann's vocals, period. I said what I said.
I believe it. I believe it.
And then, but you notice they don't really do a lot with Tyler no more.
Well, here's the thing. At this point,
It was bullshit.
Tyler Perry has gone a completely different direction.
Not just a different direction, but
It's not
his
gospel.
Shit, he's
Well,
not,
right.
church
but he's
related
also
really
not
anymore.
evolving because
That's where I was going.
look, when I watched what was the last movie?
Ooh,
Dude,
Tina, let me get you on that.
what
A
was the
Fall
last-
from Grace, the one on Netflix.
baby?
We'll go there in a second.
It's a
We'll
lot
go there
of
in a
people
second.
that I haven't
We'll go there in a
mad.
second. We'll go there in a second.
Look here, when I saw them goddamn boom mics at the bottom, goddamn. What the fuck can I see the boom mics? And what the fuck is this damn hairstyle right here?
Baby.
Look, when I say Tyler was dead wrong for that goddamn.
He didn't care. Not only that, like at this point, to me, it seems like Tyler is all about keeping the dollar in his pocket.
That's all
Okay.
it
Now,
is.
while I understand and I'm appreciative that he employs, African Americans, and he employs,
He don't employ enough of them.
Well, here's the
guess
thing.
what? His ass is doing everything goddamn thing his damn self.
Well, yeah, because at the end of every production, it says written, produced, executive produced, directed, telecast,
But I'm telling you,
grifter,
you can't do that, though.
grip.
You cannot. Even I don't care the biggest. Give me somebody, Tarantino. What's the other? Spielberg. There is no way that you can dedicate yourself totally to a specific function in one movie and still execute on where you need to execute.
A great production.
Right, exactly.
He is gonna have no option but to farm it out because he just.
But he's not.
He doesn't want to. This
doesn't
dude
want to.
has
He
written
doesn't want
50, 11 scripts, and he's got 32,000 TV shows on right now. And I am guilty. I do watch The Have and the Have-Nots on repeat, on delay, not repeat. I do watch Sisters. Not a fan of The Oval. However, I do like Sisters.
You like sisters, okay.
But see, Tia,
But-
you're the type of person that you definitely are going to support black artists
I do.
regardless.
Not necessarily
Not
regardless.
regardless,
I do give them a little bit more leeway because they are black.
Yeah.
However,
'Cause I don't.
if your shit is trash, it's trash. You know?
No, because I think she giving more leeway than I would because than I do because I don't. That bullshit,
You ain't with it.
I ain't with it because you know what? In this day and age, it's unnecessary. When you have people like my brother, who is a graphic artist, great work. You have people like Orion Ford, who does great work with graphic artists and stuff like that. But you're gonna sit there and you're gonna do this kind of goddamn bullshit and the damn 21st century.
Listen,
On the first.
You ain't
Listen.
goddamn boom mic
listen.
that's showing. Look at him. Here's you talking.
But you know what?
Look. Okay, go ahead and talk.
I don't want to take it.
Here's a goddamn boom mic that's showing
on
up.
the boom, girl.
Using that sing your part. And here's the damn boom mic on the goddamn.
But you know what's crazy?
That should not happen.
There have been better films that have been shot on iPhones
Yeah, that's
in
true.
less than 5 days and put out a better production. Felicia Rashad,
I love Felicia Rashad.
And
Got back together this week.
Miss Crystal, I don't remember Crystal's last name, Miss In the Heat of the Night deserved better. Miss Cicely Tyson
You know,
deserves
Mother
better.
Cicely.
Mother.
However,
Hey, Mother.
but shit, Mashawn Brooks deserved better, okay? Like, let's call the people's names out. Brescia Webb, or whatever her last name is, deserve better.
You know what? This should be goddamn recorded because you know what?
It is recorded.
It is.
Oh shit.
It is recorded.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know we
You
had
all
started.
right.
Because
Ooh, we
you know what?
We fucked with the real
This
stuff.
is what I was going to say because you know what? You're right. Because you know what? All these actors who are playing in these productions, you are seen or they are looked at based on these productions. But when you put out a fucked up production,
There you go. There you go.
these people do not get an opportunity to
To
show
get to go to bigger and better. They be like,
exactly because it looks like it's a B film or a C
Low
film
budget.
C.
or it's very low budget, so they really don't get to express themselves or show what they really have to offer.
if the production's jacked.
Exactly, and that's the thing that pisses me off with Tyler Perry is that you're doing a disservice to your actors.
Yeah.
When you have the money and the resources to
do
put forth
better.
an awesome production, and this is what you give.
You know, I think the issue with Tyler is, like you say, Tyler is in too many roles at one time.
Yeah.
If he would outsource the writing of the production, it would be a whole lot better. Because if you pay attention to the dialogue, it's so many holes in the dialogue. For
Absolutely.
instance, let's go with, I know you haven't seen it, Kay, but give me a second. So when when Grace found out that he stole the money and he was able to access her computer, why did we not go into how he was able to access the computer? Why did we not go into how he was able to refinance her house
without her input?
Exactly.
Without her being there. Now, I'm glad you brought that up, Charli, because that's one of the things that I was looking at. I was like, okay,
there's a hole there.
So even if he's taking these pictures of her in their boudoir,
right?
How did you get access to her credentials
To be able to log in?
We should have had like a flashback moment or something that explained that part.
Yes,
it did.
Yes, because my thing is this: in this day and age, if I have to really be paying attention to what you're doing in order to get your credentials,
right?
How do I have access to your credentials as far as your username and your password?
Right.
Because I'm sitting there taking these pictures of you, but you're already logged in.
Right.
There are those of us who are in the tech world who sees that type of thing.
There you go.
No, that's not happening.
That's not realistic.
Yeah.
That part.
Okay. And even there are people who are not in the tech world that recognize that. Like, how did he even get access? The computer is just on. Your credentials are not going in. You're not taking pictures of my password or any of my authentication. So how'd you get in there? So
I'm gonna tell you
that
something.
bothered me. Of course, the goddamn wig bothered me. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, they was talking about that lace.
But you know what? No,
they was talking about it.
The crazy thing is, it wasn't even a quality lace. You are making these productions in Atlanta, Georgia.
Girl, you know he using
ATL. The crazy thing is,
y'all, 1980.
you have so many videos that we see on a daily basis when we're scrolling Facebook or we're scrolling Twitter or we're scrolling Instagram, and you'll see the barbers are now using the Marley braiding hair and they're cutting it off, and the finished production looks good.
Yes.
Why couldn't you get a barber from down on the corner
who's
doing the male installs to do that? And then Felicia Rashad's hair was the only hair that looked good because I believe it was hers.
It was hers.
That's it.
I mean, I believe.
By her own hair.
No, it was her
she
hair.
had her own.
Yeah.
I mean, it was her hair.
Right.
Her hair was the only decent one in the
whole
entire
thing.
movie.
Exactly.
You know, because I'm telling you, I can't think of the actress' name. I'm like, okay, how in the world are you sitting there having this conversation with her?
And your wig changed.
And it changes.
Your part changed.
I didn't see the movie, but I'm gonna tell you the part that took me out when they was talking about that white dude in the diner drinking the water, and then the cup was empty, and they showed the.
That was the thing. I mean,
it took me out. I seen the video. I said that man ain't got nothing.
That's not the only part though.
It's
not just that actor who had nothing in his glass, but even what they were eating,
it was fake.
He was eating air,
and it wasn't nothing.
It was nothing on the fork. And first of all, did you notice when he looked up in the camera?
Yes.
Okay.
It took me out. I was dead.
So those are the type of things that I had problems with because I almost felt insulted by Tyler.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. I'm gonna agree with you on that.
Though,
I don't want to, but I am.
I don't
was
feel
insulted by it.
Because I'm gonna tell you I'm telling you, black people, we forget some things sometimes. This dude, he started on a stage and on like a play, and that type of setup very similar to, unless you got budget for Broadway, stage people to make your sets. He ain't have no money when he started out. He was doing these plays.
He started
and the plays
out,
was low budget.
When he started
giving you
out,
a play platform, but he trying to it doesn't work. I'm not saying that it works. You can't take a stage play and then just immediately take that same format and translate it or transfer it directly to film.
Ma'am.
It doesn't work like that.
In the early days,
but that's what he's trying to do.
In the early days,
what he know.
In the early days,
he doing what he know how to do.
In the early days, I would have gone with that. But at the rate that he has evolved, he has built this entire production company. That is unacceptable.
But the production is not to produce movies. Well,
okay.
He
But
should
let me ask you a
wait a
question.
minute.
shopping out the time.
No, but wait a
Let me ask you
minute.
question.
No, but wait a
Let me
minute.
ask you a question.
But wait.
Let me ask you a
They
question.
pay money. He ain't involved. They shoot out. They don't just shoot Tyler
But
Perry
wait, but
films
no. But
He's
wait,
filming all the time.
No. Tyler Perry has had other productions that have come out a whole lot better.
I agree.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
That was good.
A Family That
Cross.
Prays.
I'm not Alex Cross.
I'm gonna say this.
I didn't like that. I did like the D's.
But stop.
I did like that.
As much as people did not like Alex Cross, I loved Alex Cross, and that was a well-produced movie.
It was. Even though his acting was shitty, it was, and so was his wig. However, we're not talking about that. My thing is, this a fall from grace. Like, I'm confused, y'all.
How do you go back and forth like that? You gave us, and he gave even for Colored Girls. I love For Colored Girls. I think he did a wonderful job.
I actually forgot about that one.
And keep in mind, all of these ones that we're naming that had great production are post Atlanta after he built his own studio. All of this was, pre. All of this is before. So who was doing his production before? Why didn't he hire these people to work with him at the thing?
But that goes back to my point. Not only that,
the tea is that he's cheap. He do not like to pay people. He don't use.
That's not the tea. Everybody know.
He doesn't do it.
But my thing with Tyler is this. I felt insulted, back to what you were saying, Phoenix, because Tyler Perry knows his audience. But Tyler also knows that black women are 99.82%. 0.82%. You down there with the others. His biggest supporter, his biggest consumer. At this point, we deserve better. And you are capable of giving us better quality work. However, this movie don't even look like it was shot in 5 days. This movie looked like it was shot in 5 hours.
Oh, not 5 hours.
It also looks like it's almost worse if the cinematography was not as good in terms of the quality of camera that he used. It would be Chitlin Circuit, like first Tyler Perry plays type material.
He is Chitlin Circuit. That's
But
what I
he's
had.
not.
But wait a minute, he's not though. He's not. We just talked about The Family That Prays.
But he didn't. That's not out of his production.
But
that's
no,
not
but,
out of this particular building.
But okay, hold on. So Diary of a Mad Black. Everything pre A Fall from Grace, we need to look up. This shit just opened, right? This year, last year. Every movie prior to
was good.
That wasn't filmed.
The production was good.
Right. It was straight. Yeah. I ain't saying all of them. I'm saying he has a catalog of some good ones. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. However, he's got a kids show now, Nickelodeon. I've not watched it. Not gonna watch it. I
didn't know that.
Temptation. Temptation was a great
Temptation
movie.
was good with that's Lawrence Gross. Yeah. With his fine self.
Acrimony.
I didn't like Acrimony. The cinematography was good. The writing was good.
The writing was excellent. So
yes.
You cannot tell me he cannot do it because I'm telling you, Acrimony was an excellent movie.
Mm-hmm. But all I'm saying is, who was he using prior to?
We can look it up.
That.
We can look it up.
I just feel like this.
You're saying in terms of
the reason why I say it's an insult because my thing is this: when you look at what black folks have to accept and deal with, I feel like with that particular movie, he didn't put his best out there.
It wasn't,
but he knew we would still
support him. There you go.
Okay.
That part.
And that's the problem I have. It goes back to when we talk about when we say we should support our own. But guess what? If I'm supporting my own, I still expect good customer service.
Yeah.
That part.
Don't give me poor service because you my sister,
give me your money
you my
anyway.
peoples, you exactly. Don't just give me subpar service. Still give me excellent service.
Don't give me subpar anything, because bitch, you got me fucked up.
Oh my God, I wish I could see Kay. I wish I could see Kay when she said you got me fucked up. But exactly. God. And see, that's how I felt with A Fall from Grace, because I'm like, okay, come on now. I've watched Acrimony. The Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Nobody's Fool. Like, I forgot about that one.
Who was that?
Look.
Tika Sumpter, Tiffany
Temptation.
Haddish. Come on.
Come on. I've seen you put out.
Oh,
good-
and Whoopi Goldberg. That one was.
But
fine.
you know what?
Our
Yes.
connection is working.
And I've seen you put out good production, so it seemed to me you regressed in this movie. If I'm a person who, and I go and I watch different shows and movies, but I can see your boom mic. That's the problem.
So
And this lace front that dude had,
I wouldn't even go as far as say lace.
I am so.
I wouldn't do it.
So when I say I was upset, because you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that you know how you do flashbacks.
Right.
I thought it was a flashback the first
Like
time.
an early 90s
Yes.
flashback because
And I was like, okay, it's gonna come up to
Unfortunately, it wasn't. Sorry.
present, but no,
It
this was his hair
Oh yeah.
the entire movie.
Oh, yeah.
And was supposed to be present, and of course the fireflies.
Come on. Listen, first of all, when the movie started and Felicia Rashad's character, I can't even remember her name, her character, we saw Cicely Tyson's character, and I said, okay, what the fuck is up with Cicely Tyson, right?
Yes.
And then it was, Felicia Rashad kept putting him on her.
Yes.
You know, and I was just like,
Yes.
okay, something's not right at this point. Like,
Something is
do you
wrong.
know this guy? Like, are you
Right.
paid? Like, what is it? Like, before the movie, you know, got to the middle, I was like, okay, so somehow they're related. Somehow, you know, they're running a scam, you know what I'm saying, on this chick. Like, what the hell's going on? I'm confused.
Right. And you know what? The other thing about that is this. I was thinking, okay, so it's something going on.
Right?
That's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
From when you look at Mother Cicely.
Right?
Okay, where is she coming from? What does she have to do with this? And of course, that's fine. It's a movie. There are some things that's going to make you say, what's up with that? But the whole thing with the guy, the lead character, the man,
Uh-huh.
being an artist,
Mm.
and his interest in her,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that she was older, I think that the storyline wasn't developed enough for that part of it.
Right. Agreed.
So that was a problem for me as well.
It was so many chunks missing. Like, wait a minute, y'all just went on a date yesterday. How the hell is
Right.
he introducing you to fireflies and
Right.
he proposing? And then now this
Right.
motherfucker's in your house. Like, I'm confused. Tyler, somebody got to help me because this looks like an ad from one of those bad black people meet on the net after 12.com type
Right.
situations. Like,
Right.
I'm
Right.
confused.
Right.
Me on the web after 12.
Yes.
.com. You got to, don't forget a .com.
Yes, because that's what I was saying.
I'd have buy that domain. Let me go and check it.
And you said, look, Kay, you haven't seen the movie?
No.
I've seen clips.
She's probably not going to watch it. It doesn't
I
matter.
don't even know why we bought.
But you know
honestly,
what?
I don't know why we bought this
honestly,
movie up,
real,
but
like for me, I love Tyler Perry. I think
I do too.
He did excellent work.
I do
He's
as
come
well.
so far.
I've gone
I
to a
believe
lot
that.
of it. I've done lots of
However,
plays.
So have I.
I have to treat him like I treat. I'm like you, Phoenix. I have to treat him like I treat all people who want my money. All of your products just not good.
But we're
You know what I'm
we're
saying?
essentially we're saying the same thing.
Yeah,
But
right.
this is what I need for black creatives to do. Like, you have to understand that you're not entitled to my money.
No, just because
You also have to you also have to understand that
absolutely.
you know
it again.
you're not entitled to my money.
That part.
First of all, I work hard for my money.
Right.
Not only that, like
Like 5 times harder than my white counterparts, and then 10 times harder than my white
say-
counterparts that don't have a vagina. Like that kind. That's what we're talking
Amen.
about, just for people who don't know.
Amen.
Bitch, you got me fucked.
Amen.
sips all the wine. So
telling
like, I just feel like, you know, we have to, not only do we have to hold ourselves to a higher standard as black creatives, we have to, and look at Issa Rae. Everything Issa puts her hand on, from Awkward Black Girl, a web series on YouTube, has been great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
The writing, the production, everything, even her little corny ass gospel thing web series where she had the choir. I forgot what it was called, the gospel, the choir, something. But I did not like the sketch comedy thing, but it wasn't Issa. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? It was Issa putting other people on.
Right.
But Insecure, off the damn chain. Everything else off the chain.
She's awesome. She's a great actress. I love watching her. I don't care what
I love
it is.
her progression. Yes.
There is something about her that brings more to the character that she's playing.
Right.
And it seems so authentic.
Yeah.
It's that
so
Nigerian background.
Look,
That's
she just takes her role and she makes it
hers.
She makes it hers.
For real.
And I love watching her. I mean, and listen, y'all, even last night I was watching Little. And I've seen it like a few times.
Little was good. It was cute.
But when I say that I was like, when you talk about LOL, all caps,
Right.
I was laughing out loud the entire thing. Issa was awesome. Of course, Regina was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I love Regina.
Love Virginia, yeah.
I think she's very underrated.
She's finally
funny.
Yeah, she is. She is.
She is so funny. I
hilarious.
love Regina.
I'm like, why do people not?
She's hilarious.
Why can't people see what she has to offer? And I'm sorry, I love Tiffany Haddish, but I'm sorry when it comes down to a comedic actress. I just think that Regina has Tiffany beat. She's funny without
Trying too hard.
Yes.
So this is my situation with Tiffany Haddish. So this is my issue with Tiffany Haddish. When she first came out, I gave her all the props because I understood her background, not because I can identify with it, but I've empathized with her. Okay, cool,
Absolutely.
I got it. However, now she's doing the fucking most,
doing too
the
much.
absolute most right now.
What's she doing right now?
It's just Tiffany got too big too fast. Tiffany stand up is not funny at all.
I think that she's overdoing it.
Agree.
And she has the thing about it. She has Kevin Hart's backing.
I was about to go
think
there.
that people are giving her more credit because
There you go.
of that.
I was
that.
about to say that because I feel like she's been fast tracked
absolutely
like Kevin was once Kevin found his niche. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as Kevin found his niche, Kevin blew up. And I think what they're doing is they're putting Tiffany right there where he was, and they're like, okay, we want you to ride on the coattails. I got it. The thing is, she's not funny. Sorry, she's funny scripted because somebody gave her the material. But if she has to produce her own material, not funny. Bombed every time.
Well, you know that's the team.
Bombed every time.
But that's
Cat
the thing.
Williams called her on that.
Bombed every time.
And she tries very hard. She's overly dramatic.
Right.
And that's the thing I don't like. Because you know what? When you think about it, that's where I think that Chris Tucker started to fail, or not fail, but decline, because he was doing
The most. He was doing too much.
He was doing too much.
He should have been a little like,
When he was hungry. When he was
Tommy
hungry.
Davidson. And
Look.
then a little bit
When he was doing Def Comedy Jam, like
That
we
part.
talked about the roaches. Look at here.
I think that
We got company.
sometimes, and this may be unpopular opinion, but sometimes when you come from humble beginnings and all you know is black dollars, and then you get a couple of beige
Yeah.
and Indian and Iranian dollars behind you and Armenian dollars behind you,
True.
it's like they suck some of that soul up out of you, some of that authenticity out of you. So I think that's what happened with Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker was funny as hell. Friday, Def Comedy Jam, all these other movies that he was in.
I love him in
and
All
then-
About the Benjamins.
All about
Chris Tucker wasn't in all about the
wasn't in All
business.
About
No.
Okay, so look.
No, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Okay,
Positive.
so yeah, I know y'all laughing because
Oh
look,
no, that's Chris
I
Rock.
looked
I be
at-
getting them.
That was not
honestly,
Chris Rock either.
No.
No, that's my,
It was Michael Epps.
yeah.
That was
Ice Cube. Come on now.
Okay, y'all, don't laugh at Kay. Look,
Don't laugh at me. What you laughing at me
Charlie and I
for?
looked at each other and was like,
The hell?
like what?
No, ma'am.
No, Chris Tucker was not in all about the Benjamins.
No, that was my boo, Ice Cube, old O'Shea, old fine ass.
O'Shea Jackson.
Senior. Junior can get it too,
But
though.
anyway,
Sorry.
we're gonna leave Kay alone because I don't remember what we was talking about
What we was
before
talking
Kay said.
We were talking about
Chris.
Chris Tucker. Chris
Oh,
Tucker
yeah.
was funny in all the Fridays that he starred in, which was one. Chris Tucker was funny in all the movies with Jackie Chan. I was about to call the man Jet Li. But it's almost like
first two.
after
After
then,
that,
it was like
no.
you trying too hard. Come on, man. I got sick of hearing that.
Yeah, that he was after 2, Rush Hour 2.
There you go, Rush Hour.
Well, even in Rush Hour 2, there were some moments where I was like, okay, he's overacting.
Pretty much.
Rush Hour 3, there's only like one scene that I thought was hilarious. But otherwise, I'm like, this is not Rush Hour 1. Rush Hour 1 during the time was when Chris Tucker was still hungry.
Right.
He was still hungry, so everything was more authentic.
Mm-hmm.
But when he got into his mind that he was this A+ actor and he should be commanding 25+ million a movie, that's when you start seeing a difference in his acting.
That's that backing. You know what I'm saying? That's that Hollywood backing. Same
Right.
thing for Kevin Hart. I'm sorry, but Kevin Hart is no longer funny. Kevin Hart's no longer funny.
Look, let me tell you something. What was the Sam show when he was talking about the thug and was talking all kind of crazy stuff and was like, yeah. It was a stand up.
I know what you're talking about.
But that was the last one. I think it was like Shaquille O'Neal, one of his shows.
Oh, like one
That
of
Yeah.
Kevin Hart
NBA
did.
All-Stars.
That's the last one I thought was funny. You know, when the dad was walking around with the jingling, swinging in the sweats and stuff like that. But after that, the other ones were not so funny to me.
No.
You know.
He had a joke every now and again, but for the most part, I felt like he felt flat.
Yeah, like the zebra.
Right.
If y'all could see the way Charli just looked at me when I said about the zebra.
I'm gonna give him one of them zebras. I'm gonna get one. When I get that call, I'm gonna have to tell him about that. Girl, I seen that zebra. It was out there. It was on the interstate.
That's
girl.
why I didn't get to work on
That's
time.
right.
Pretty much.
That zebra.
I just
But you know what? Like this isn't anything new.
it's not.
It's the same way Dave Chappelle. It's the same reason why Dave Chappelle walked away. The only difference between the greats and some that they could have been great,
Right.
but they could have been great, is that the greats they didn't take the
They
money.
didn't fold.
Right.
They
Right.
didn't take the money.
Right.
Richard Pryor took a little bit of everybody's money, but he was
but Richard
he
was
was playing
still
both
hilarious.
sides.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dave Chappelle, it's the reason why Dave Chappelle walked away from the $50 million, because he knew once he took that money, it wasn't free money. He had to tone it down. I need you to make it more appealing for this particular crowd.
But
I
you
know
know what?
you do comedy normally, your stand up. I've been following you. I know you do a great show. You do it for this type of crowd. We want to make it. We want to make you go crossover. We want
Right.
to cross over. We want
Right.
to get you into all audiences.
Sometimes crossover is a bad thing.
It's a double cross.
Yeah,
I'm
for
trying to
a
tell
lot
you.
of artists.
And I agree with that. I think that someone like Dave
Constantly.
Chappelle, even with Dave Chappelle doing that, when he came back, you know, he let them know, I'm still going to be
I'm
me.
still gonna do my own.
So any shows
thing.
I do is going to be still my own thing. Because yes, he did walk away from, you know, the bag when he could have definitely.
taking advantage of it, but at
He
what
really
cost?
could. And
think
that's
he-
one thing. Well, that's the main thing I respect about Dave Chappelle,
Exactly.
because he's real.
Mm-hmm.
I think
He
he's
talks
hilarious.
about real shit,
All the time.
whether you like it or not, whether you're black or white. He puts it out there, exactly how it is.
Pretty much.
So I mean, whether you like it or not,
It is what it is with him.
It is what it is. And the thing about it, what's so funny to me is, white people love it.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think about the fact that when you look at white people, especially white men that are in interracial relationships, guess what? Their wives are normally the ones who have the coarsest hair. The real like the real blackness is not mainly, it's not mixed with anything. I mean, I'm like, okay, we think that white men want women who are half and half, you know.
But they don't. But they don't.
They don't. They want something that's authentic.
It's as close to Mamie as possible is what they want.
Absolutely. So even when you look at the things that
me, girl. Bitch, you got me fucked.
the thing that what's crazy is
Oh my God.
we work so hard to assimilate.
And be European.
That's what I say. These Euro beauty standards.
But what I've seen that's most respected is when we are being our authentic selves.
It's funny you bring that up. So when I first went natural, and you know I went natural 10 plus years ago. When I first went natural, black men
And I love Charli Natural.
gave me the biggest situation, like the biggest, I don't like that,
Yes.
that. White man, one was like, oh
let
my
me
God,
touch it.
yeah,
Don't you
can I
put
rub
your
my
hand
fingers
up.
together? First of all, sir, I don't know you like that.
Like
Like,
we about to fight, bro.
keep your little fingers to yourself.
You're right.
But and that still happens now, especially when I wear my fro out. It's always, oh my God, I love your hair, queen. And I'm like, did you just hit me with the queen?
Look, you know
Wait
what?
a minute.
That's my lifestyle.
Wait a minute.
Charli,
It's
you are
my
so
time.
right.
Yeah.
Today, I had an eye appointment with my optometrist, and guess what he asked me?
Could you touch? He wanted to touch your hair.
He wanted to touch my hair. He said, "Can I touch your hair? Can I see? Can I look at it? Can I pull your hair off?" I was like, "Well, you're
Somebody
not gonna
needs
pull
to
it off. It's my hair."
cue a little Solange right now. Don't
But-
touch my hair. Just,
Don't
yes, don't touch my hair.
But he asked me that today, and I was like, I said, "What?" He was like, "Can I pull your hair?"
See, dog.
He was coming for you. He thought you had on a lace frontal, girl.
Dog.
But it doesn't matter. The thing, like I told him,
They're
I said,
intrigued by it.
right. And that was one of the first, I promise you, when I used to wear my hair straight, no one ever
Ever wanted to touch your hair.
want to do that.
Nope.
So today I was like,
About that.
what?
The crazy thing is now it's more acceptable. Like black men are kind of getting into it, but they're getting into it with standards, right? So it can't be a puff without edge control. Like if it's a puff, you've got to have edge control, and it's got to be a little wavy in the back.
Either wavy or coily.
You know, or you got to have a
froish.
right. If you do froish, to hell with you, because you
Right.
you on that nappy headed hoe shit, or you on that, or you on that.
The nappy headed hoe shit.
Okay,
You
you
some
know.
nappy-headed hoe.
You
Bitch,
know.
You got me good.
No.
I mean, but for real,
But
like
you are-
they,
that's right.
but
You're
they
right.
do not like the natural.
Right.
Like I shouldn't have to put some
Natural,
other shit in my
natural,
hair
before
other
you
than
just-
like the juices and berries should be okay because that's what your mama looked like when she put that wig off at night and that stocking cap. But see, that's a conversation for another
Brian
time.
James. His mama got Brian James under that lace front, girl.
Like-
she ain't doing it right.
They, and that was one of the things one of the insecurities I had when I went natural because you remember I cut it low.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh,
But it was so
this
pretty,
might not
though.
work.
It was so
Like,
pretty. Your
this
hair,
might not
you
work.
have-
But
Nice
Charli hair,
Charli.
I remember when I didn't know Charli, and when we worked together, like Charli, I loved her natural hair. I loved her natural hair, and it looked always wavy to me. And even when she wore her puffs,
That good twist that.
It was wavy. It was a wavy, natural look. And I remember one night she came in, and I was looking. And I promise y'all, this is before we even started even conversing. I was looking at her hair, and she came in one night, and I was like, "Oh, did she cut her hair?" And I'm sitting there upset that she cut her hair
Let me tell y'all something.
because it was her natural hair. She would wear these puffs, and it was wavy. It was like a brown color. Did you ever?
Yep, I did.
Yeah, it was like a
I did.
brown. I was like, oh, her hair is so pretty. I thought it was so pretty when she cut it. It was still pretty.
Why you making
I was
that?
like, look, here's this chick don't even know me from nobody, but here I am.
She wonder why the hell I cut my hair.
I'm sitting like, why did she cut her hair? It's so pretty, but it was still pretty, but she had cut it. And I was like, why did she even cut
Well, you know what? I cut it because I get bored with my hair easily. Not only that, once it got to a certain length, I wanted a relaxer. I miss my short hair, and I had worn short hair for like 6 years prior to me going natural. So that long hair, the way I could get a puff, was a problem for me. if I would have continued to get my tapered cut, I would have been fine. But where I messed up was I was cutting my own hair. I didn't go to a professional to have my hair cut. It looked good because I knew how to style it.
It was pretty.
But I was
so
not
pretty.
about to spend $50, $100 to go get somebody
What number is
taper my hair.
Don't make that much.
That's what they charging.
But Kay, she would not have had to spend that much money. But I'm telling you, when I was like,
Close, $49.99 plus 2. You know,
11.
it's close. But I mean, come
It was
on.
just so pretty.
Well, thank you.
You know, I really liked it. And that was during the time I was like, okay, I'm transitioning. Now this is my
Transition for 20 damn years, y'all.
Look here. The thing about it is this. Look, my hair was really long. I'm transitioning, but not really. Because guess what I was not going to do? I was not going to cut all my long hair off.
You weren't gonna cut it off?
No. And guess what?
Oh,
and I was
why?
faking the funk because I was
Still getting them damn relaxers and getting them damn blowouts. Listen.
She was dragging them feet on her natural.
Look,
I'm saying I
baby.
should have cut mine off when y'all did. Cause I'm so mad cause I want like big hair. I want it to be like she put it.
That's how you want it?
Look here, audience.
wanna
She's
come-
pointing my hair when she
I
says
want to
big
come
hair.
out.
Well, this is the thing. Now we're all natural,
All of us are now.
right?
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, it's cool to be natural now. But the problem is, everybody shouldn't be natural.
People shouldn't be natural.
Listen, some people need to do a couple strand tests because
You know what? It's not.
some folks don't need to be
it's
natural.
not- no, it's not. They shouldn't be natural. It should be you're natural, but you still have to take care
of your hair.
Okay, I'll take that. So let me
There are
back up.
some that I
There's
see
some we ain't talking
that
about.
I'm sorry.
Sis,
Let me back up.
take care of
shit
your hair.
to their hair. They think they should be someplace in a damn
Sis, it's a wash and
Amazon.
go, not to just jump up and go, girl. Girl, you got to do something. to it
Well,
first.
the crazy thing
Come on,
is, you have a point. You really do. You do have a point.
Hey,
it ain't the wash and go, Phoenix.
what is it?
It's the wash and go, not just wake up and go and get out there. Girl. Sis,
Listen.
wash
So
and
listen.
go. You got to wash and
Not wake up and go.
Don't wake up and go. Don't do it.
So here's the thing. One of the things I learned very quickly. You all right? One of the things I learned when I first went natural very quickly is you have to train your hair. You have to comb your hair. You have to constantly manipulate your hair. You cannot play around and just be walking around with that puff all day every day because now you're going back to straight African days and you showing all your ancestry.
Right.
That's the ancestral
Like-
days, girl. You ain't gonna need to send no $499.99.
Like-
it's gonna be right there on your
Like
scalp,
it's a
girl.
mess.
And tight.
There you go.
Look,
Exactly.
look here.
You talking about
That's the best food nation, girl. Your family came from Nigeria, Cameroon.
That's where that fist comes from.
Exactly.
Tights.
You know, and
moving.
the crazy thing is, I love being natural because of the freedom to be able to do your hair.
Yeah.
You can straighten it. You know what I'm saying? You can wash and
The
maybe go.
versatility of
You know,
it.
right? The versatility of it.
Why, girl, don't just wash and stand
Well,
there.
listen,
Don't
Look
make-
here, y'all, because I'm sitting here with this red and blonde hair.
Y'all.
It's a big afro. But guess what? In the morning, I'm going to get it straightened.
And look, truth be told, I've been straightening my hair, but not like heat straighten. I've just been stretching my hair for years.
That's different.
For years. Like I don't, if I can't get the Sealy plaits or the Sealy twist, or a puff, or a ponytail with a split down the middle. Like right now I'm good. Yeah, right now I'm good. You know, because I love my
you know
bantu
what?
knots. I love my twist out. I love my fro.
Charli would definitely do
Because I love big hair.
Sealy plaits.
In a minute.
Yeah, she would definitely
Please
do that.
don't let me have to get up and I have 10 minutes to get to where I need to go. I will be driving down the road with me.
She will do that,
You ain't
but guess what I'll have
girl,
to do?
don't do that.
Guess what? I'm slapping got doggone eco.
You need ego. You need
Stallion
that ego
gel.
gel, that green
Look
one.
here. That's why that green one, I'm spreading it down. I cannot do
Listen.
just the Sealy plaits and let me just look here. Like, let me shape them.
You gonna
Style.
shake
No. See, that's something that Charli can do. She can shape them into a style. Me? No. I need some coils.
Girl, what did you
Listen,
Look,
this
Someone called me last weekend and said, "Hey, I'm at this party, but I want to hang out."
You at a party?
Wait a minute.
I can't go.
Let's go hang out tonight.
I cannot.
I said, this is like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Ooh.
And they wanted to go hang out. I was like, what time you meet up? It was like at 8 o'clock. I said, oh, well, it's a Saturday. This is usually my wash day. But I decided I was not going to wash my hair today. So I have not done anything to my hair today.
Listen.
And now you're telling me,
girl.
you're giving me a 2-hour notice.
Negative.
That you want to go and hang out. Look, it's not going to happen.
Listen.
You know how much time
Look, you should tell me this 2 days ago.
Pretty much. You have to plan accordingly. But you know what?
Hours? What am I doing with that, bro?
Listen.
Negative.
I have missed out.
No.
This girl.
No, we're not doing that.
I have missed out on a lot of good events and activities because I refused to go somewhere my hair wasn't right. Let me explain something to you. I have a scarf for every outfit.
What?
I have enough gel to do 2 silly twists
you know
and
what?
call it a day. I'm good.
Look,
And a
Charli
puff.
can do that.
And a puff.
I have one. Okay, I can probably go out with this hair scarf on that I have on right now as we're talking.
I didn't know she had a damn scarf on.
Look, and there is one that is a maybe. I may can do something
With that scarf.
with the scarf.
Girl, put them together.
Look
You got
here.
3. Boom.
But if I don't have either one,
It's a wrap.
In the house you shall remain.
guess what? It's gonna be a Netflix and chill night.
Oh my God, I'm about to throw myself
Look
on
here.
the floor.
So I text her. I said, listen. I said to her, listen. It's like 6, 7 o'clock in
Right.
the evening. You are at this function that you've known about.
Ooh.
I said, maybe a few days. But you want to be at this function that you've known about for a few days. But then you want to leave and go hang out after your function.
Oh no. I'm good,
So
boo.
you're dressed. Your hair is done.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
So you call me. Look here. You send me a message at the very last minute and say, you need to hang out with me. You never hang out with me. But guess what?
Negative.
That never hang out with you.
Listen.
You might as well add another evening to that.
That part.
24.
That part.
Because
48 hours.
look,
48 hours
you
for
better
this
give
hair.
me. Look, give me a 48 hour notice where my hair is straight. I'm looking cute. I'm pretty. But guess what? But then I'll take a 24-hour notice where I can be all right.
You can be all right.
I maybe not be too cute, but guess what?
You gonna
Listen.
be all right.
I'll be all right.
You'll be
I
cute.
can make
You
it.
throwing the right earrings,
Right.
you throwing the right lipstick, a
accessor-
little bit of
if I can
mascara. You good to go.
accessorize.
You good to go.
Maybe I can do my makeup a little bit heavier
Listen.
to look offset the hair. And look at I told her, I said, listen, she has really pretty hair,
Oh, bless
and
her
her
heart.
hair is wavy.
Oh.
You know, she's one of those black chicks that have wavy hair. So guess what? You can put a little bit of stuff on it. You guess what?
It's a wrap.
Your hair is beautiful. But I said, listen. I said, I have that type of hair that needs a heads up.
Shout out. I'm trying to say, you got to tell this hair something.
The crazy thing is, it's been several nights that we've gone out after work, like when my hair was shorter, and I do the wash and go. And I would run so much gel and so much mousse and so much foam through my hair. And by the time we on the way home, I got a fucking hairball. Like nobody who wants to do that. This is why it's important for us to have that 48-hour notice. Like that may sound vain to hell with how y'all feel. This is what it is. I'm not going out there Looking crazy. Ladies, this is why you need 50-11 scarves in every color and pattern. Look, so you can go to matter of fact. Last time me and you went to lunch, what I had on? Scarf on my damn head.
Look, amen, because when we went to our little hemp festival, my hair was so cute that morning, y'all, until we rolled down
Listen, the country.
into the country in the humidity, and I happened to look in the mirror, and I was like, their ass is sitting here looking at my goddamn hair shrinking, but ain't nobody tell me shit.
But you know what?
No. Kay and Charli
should have twisted your shit down like mine.
said, well, goddamn, you need to pull your hair, son.
My hair too.
Look, yes, you had.
Yep.
And when I looked in the mirror, I said, these goddamn bitches.
Well, first of all,
No, first of all,
these are
this is
Charleston.
I promise you, in Charleston, South Carolina.
Well, first of all,
No, first of all.
one nobody looking at us but a crackhead, so it's cool.
Listen, audience members, let me tell y'all something. My hair was cute that morning, but unbeknownst to me,
Man,
as the humidity increased,
y'all.
look here, my shit got tighter and tighter. So the hairstyle and shape I started off with
was not the one you ended with.
was not the shit I ended up
You
with.
had to wake up, wash, go out the door, walk around at the festival, come back, and that's what you got type hair.
Listen, the crazy thing was,
I was like, oh my God.
I don't know.
They washed my hair all day.
Oh no.
And they ain't tell me shit.
y'all listen, I promise you,
What is it?
Scout's honor. I
no.
didn't pay her hair no attention. First of all, I don't even do that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because
My
I've been
shit-
natural for so
she
long.
say that,
And
my
I
shit was
know the
natural for
wash
so
and
long.
go. I know how the wash and go
Guess
goes.
what?
The wash and go never goes the way it's supposed to go. I know that.
Look here. The wash and go goes away. All I know is this. That shit was bigger.
Listen.
Look here. You expect for your stuff to get bigger.
No.
But that
But it was
shit,
gonna shrink.
It went from, okay, it's big and cute to it's like tight, like
Dynamite.
damn, like exactly. What's her name? Esther Roll. It was
Yeah.
Esther Roll, like damn.
Yo, you stupid.
And I'm sitting, when I got home, y'all, I promise y'all, even before I got home, I remember us going to a restaurant. I went to the restroom and I looked and I saw my hair. I was like, oh my God.
Yo, I don't even remember her
But when
hair.
I got home, y'all, and I really saw, I was like, oh my, look, it was
remember.
like, oh my God. It's like, oh my Jesus. Baby Jesus.
It wasn't
Lord.
that bad.
It couldn't have been.
was.
It couldn't have been.
Remember,
Let me
we
tell
had
y'all-
the
let me-
breakfast.
Let me tell y'all why. No, I'm going to tell y'all why it wasn't that bad.
We did go to
And
breakfast.
then it was another lady, two ladies that came in after us.
Right.
And somebody did not have their afro moisturized properly.
Mine was moisturized, but shit was
It
tight.
wasn't yours, it was
Look,
somebody else.
Charli,
Your hair
yeah.
your hair
Charli
was
wouldn't have
fine.
known because Charli
It was fine.
was enjoying
Them damn
the
pancakes.
festivities.
Oh, here we go.
And we was at a hemp festival.
First of all,
We had some hemp edibles,
that was,
and there
that was
was
after breakfast.
there was a man there.
Oh yeah, that dude, the
crackhead.
Rastafarian dude. Man,
He wasn't crackhead. He was more of a.
More of a
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret.
I mean, he was enjoying the hemp festival,
that wasn't no him.
but he was.
That wasn't no him.
Look, Charlie said it, but look,
Yes, he was
Charlie was
funny.
enjoying
He
Excuse
was
me,
it.
all the way
excuse me.
up. That dude.
And Charlie was
He
having fun with this young.
I was not. Do not let Phoenix lie to y'all. I was not. Phoenix was having fun at my expense. Is what was happening.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna post the video. I'm just gonna cut our heads off. I'm gonna post the video.
Oh my God! But hey, we had a good time.
We
there.
did.
It's another one that was like
They
a year ago.
canceled this one this year because.
Oh, they
Did you-
canceled
They already
it
canceled. No, I
altogether.
didn't.
I got the
I know
cancellation.
they had pushed it back.
Oh, then I need my money
No,
back.
no, that one was free. They sent the cancellation.
The one we just bought tickets for? Which one you talking about?
That one was free.
The one in Greenville?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was.
I thought we was talking about the one that was at the almost in Charleston.
That's the one we just got tickets for.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was the Eventbrite. That was the minority one, and that one was free.
What the hell's
And
that?
they canceled that one.
I don't know about
now.
that one.
But
Well, you know what? We had a good time because I appreciated being in the environment with like-minded individuals who were interested in who were interested in learning about the wonders of hemp and the goodness of hemp. And then we were able to see the way hemp is able to be incorporated in different industries, different products. So I like that. However, I did not appreciate being accosted by the crackhead.
the guy. But you know, this is the thing, though. What I found to be really interesting about even the hemp festival was some of the people that we ran into and we talked to, and how things have changed for Black Americans.
Oh yeah.
They've changed drastically because when you look at us in the community, I mean, we look out for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we look out for each other, and we would do trade with one another. So I may have some cookies.
She do, and I'm about to get some in a minute.
And, you know, you may have something like using hemp for, like, I don't know, some T-shirts or clothing or honey.
Yeah.
Things like that. And that's the whole barter system.
Right.
And I think that's what we've gotten away from. So even when we're looking at everything that's happening with this whole coronavirus, and people need to be more community oriented.
Oh yeah, we've definitely lost that.
Yeah, we've completely gotten away from that. We have
That
because it's all
tribalism. We
Absolutely.
always, even
Yeah.
when, you know, we Black people, we have never had really an abundance here, but we always used to pull together. Even like in my generation and my aunts and then my grandmother, it's just
When there was lack.
different. Yeah, they didn't have
Absolutely.
anything, but nobody really went all the way without. And
Because
and this-
it boiled down to, okay, it came down to not just the barter system, but you know what? As a community, I may have some bread, you may have some meat, you may have some veggies, but if we bring it all together, you know, we have a meal.
Everybody eat.
Everybody eats. Everybody's
gets
okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody goes to bed, everybody's fine. And guess what? We all felt good about it. We didn't feel like, okay, I'm feeling like, oh, they're going to look at me like, you know, I'm poor, or I don't have enough, or I can't do this for myself. No, it doesn't matter what your station is in life.
right.
What matters is we can all come together and make certain that everyone is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We don't think about it no more after that.
No.
If all of us were able to eat tonight, we were able to have, you know, fellowship, talk, and laugh, and have a great time. Guess what? We made it through another day.
That's it.
True. Yeah.
And that's what matters. And it's all said and done. But in this day and age,
It's all about what's best for me. I'm not worried about
That part.
other people, especially like. And I was looking at, you know, with the coronavirus and all that stuff going on. I've been reading some of the posts, and like, it's fine for the people who are, you know, young and healthy, even though they may get a little sick. But
right.
if you're a grandparent or you have an elderly parent, even that you get infected because you're not doing what you're supposed to do, they don't even care about that. They're just going out and about, going to bars, still going out.
That's a good point that you bring up, Kay, when we talk about the coronavirus and the impact it has on Black Americans, you know, and how we, you know, communicate and the Black community and what happens. The thing about it is this. I believe that if we focus more on being community oriented, not about being, we look at the whole picture, but our community, like what do we need to do to make certain that we're okay,
Right.
and we're protected. Forget about everything else. You know what? I live with you every day. So how are we able to survive?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? All this toilet paper out of his mind. Okay, let's break it down.
Why are they buying so much toilet paper though?
No.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You gonna eat it?
I know. Look, y'all, we're getting sidetracked, but listen.
What are you gonna do with all this damn
We've
toilet
all been
paper?
talking about the toilet paper thing. Like, what the fuck is the problem or the issue?
Have you not been
or
buying
what is
toilet
going on
paper
with toilet paper?
before today? Have you not? I mean, I'm trying to figure this thing out, honey. Why?
Like, what is it with toilet paper? My mom lives alone, and she sent me a text and said, "Hey, I just got me some toilet paper for $32." And I said,
$32.
What she did? What she
Wait
Wait a minute.
I said $32 for toilet paper. She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well," I sent her a text. I said, "Why $32?" And so she sent me a message back, and she said that she bought 2 packs of toilet paper. Look, y'all, I'm pulling my phone so I can bring it up for y'all. She said there was like 18. Okay, 2 packs of 18 rolls that was $14.97.
Price gouging.
What?
$14.97 for 18 rolls of tissue.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Now,
She
this is
could have
my
bought a
thing.
ham.
No, but listen,
Oh
this is
my
my thing.
God.
Y'all.
Why is the tissue so high?
But still, the question is,
Why do you need so much of it?
why do you need so much? Because it's just her, y'all. There's no one else in the home with her but her. So she bought 18 rolls of tissue. No, 2 packs of 18 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like what? 30,
That's
36.
36
tissue.
rolls of tissue. So
She the reason why the shelf ended. And his mom got all the tissue out the stove. That's why they not.
Well, you know, the crazy thing is, I
my
went
God.
to one of the major grocery chains last night after going to Walmart, not knowing that Walmart decided to amend the hours to where they're not closing at 11. So at about 11:30 or whatever, my nephew and I are going from one side of town to the next, trying to find a Walmart that's open because I know I can get everything I need from the Walmart.
right.
Or so I thought. Okay. I go to the local grocery store and it is packed. The crazy thing is all of the stuff that we needed was actually in go back and put back buggies. Like they didn't have anybody to run that stuff to the shelves. No bread, very little water, a whole lot of produce, which I'm assuming nobody was going to buy.
They didn't want fresh fruits and vegetables.
The crazy thing that there was the wine rack was the only section of the store that was fully stocked. Wine, fully
They had
stocked,
wine.
fully
Look,
stocked.
They ain't have no bread.
Now
though.
they didn't have the wine I wanted, but they had everybody else wine.
But guess what? That's letting them know that. Guess what? None of us was there buying wine.
No,
Yes. Give me some wine. Forget the water, but give me some wine.
no bread,
No bread.
very little eggs, no milk, very little lunch meat, a whole lot of peanut butter, no juice of any
That's
flavor in
funny
the cold
because,
section.
Because Christopher, my son went, and I had him do some things, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, there are certain things he probably won't get access to, but guess what? He bought back some peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The peanut butter was in all kinds, chunky,
They don't
creamy.
eat the peanut butter no more. People
Like
not eat
I was
that.
just like, but peanut butter
was
fill you up.
available.
And it's delicious.
All the jelly was available.
Jelly. It was something else they was talking about. It was available. Like, okay, nobody's getting. Oh, soap.
Liz, okay,
Ain't
so
nobody buying
but wait a
no
minute.
soap?
So here's the thing with soap.
So that's okay.
Here's the thing with
let's look
soap.
at the soap.
So I went to 2 different stores this week. I went
I
to
gotta hear
a
about
Target, okay? For those of you who don't know, Target. I went to the Target on the beige people side of town. And I don't mean the beige like well-to-do beige. I mean country trailer park beige, right? So I expected to want to go get me some honey pot. Honey pot was sold out, or they had it removed from the shelves because I looked at labels, gone. Okay, so that's a good thing. However,
Honey pot.
no sanitizer, no bleach, no laundry detergent.
People ain't been washing their clothes.
Hold on.
Using bleach in a while.
Hold on, there's more. No
my
sanitizer,
God.
no Lysol, no Pine Sol, no hand soap,
A black staple.
You gotta have some pine soil.
no hand soap, no hand sanitizer if I didn't start with that. Okay? The crazy thing was they had body wash,
But no bar soap.
but no bar soap. So I said, well, wait a minute. What is that about? Now I know, Dow has the antibacterial, but Dow also can dry your damn skin out. So I was like, okay, fine. So I was like, okay, so what can I use to clean up, it's a kid that live in the house with me. Like what?
Right.
No bleach. So now I'm like, okay, well, I have to go somewhere else for some bleach. Like, what are we doing at this point? We're not even going to talk about the toilet paper roll.
We were just talking about that toilet paper earlier.
Toilet paper gone. Like Ghost Town, there was no remnants. There was no
Nothing.
2-ply, 1-ply, half-a-ply. There was no sheet.
Right.
Nothing
Just one sheet of toilet paper.
on the aisle.
If I could just get one sheet
They
of
have the
tissue
little
paper.
roll, and it's just like one roll of like the 49 cent.
Yeah.
All of that shit was gone.
Everything was
Like
gone.
tumbleweeds, gone. Gone.
I don't know what they doing with this tissue.
Gone.
This paper.
I don't know what you're doing toilet paper.
And I'm saying, and it's so crazy because, like, to me, like, you go to the Walmart, the paper aisle is always full.
Always.
So if the paper aisle has always been full, and the same amount of people been living here for a good while,
Somebody not wiping
all
their
of a
ass.
sudden ain't no paper towel, no toilet paper. So who haven't been buying tissues?
So maybe they have
paper
bidets.
towels?
Maybe they have bidets. I'm getting a benefit of that.
They don't got that.
And you know what?
I'm
That's
just
interesting.
saying.
That's interesting because that's something that I was like, okay,
Why haven't they been
Why
buying
now?
this stuff
Toilet
before?
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
and so it made me think about this guy I was talking to several weeks ago. And he asked me, and this is my job, he asked me, he said, Erica, have you ever thought about back in like the early 1900s or even like 1918s, 1920s, when people didn't have bathrooms? He said, when you talk about that time period, and people really didn't talk about like things like using the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like what did they use during that time? And I said, so I'm talking to him, and I was like, and when he said that, I was like,
That's above me.
Well,
I said,
the way my life set up.
What they use?
look, I said, what you mean? No, I said, what you mean? He was like, there was no such thing as toilet paper.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there talking to this customer.
Leave, sir.
This is like early
Leaves. They use
Leaves.
not leaves. It's early 1900s.
I'm a Girl Scout. Leaves. That's what they tell you.
Early 1900s. I said, look, this is me. I said early 1900s. I'm sitting there thinking. This is me trying to think. This is my customer, but he presented this thing to me. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, paper, not toilet paper. Okay, early 1900s. I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, he said, Erica, do you know what they use? I said, actually, I don't. I don't know what they use.
Right.
I don't know, sir.
Look, I don't know what they use. He was like, he said there was a reason why women wore
All them damn.
all them damn, all the dresses.
Yeah.
Petticoats.
I was about to go. I was about to say probably use the petticoats and the aprons
when
and
he
stuff.
said that, I was like, so I'm sitting there thinking, I'm telling you, if you had like a thought bubble above my head,
It was one up there.
it was one up there, and I was like, oh shit,
with the question marks.
Literally.
what did they wipe with?
Nasty.
You know,
The damn skirt.
what the hell they smell like under them all them damn skirts.
The hell. That's what it smell like. The hell.
Like that. Oh my God.
The hell and shit on a stick. That's what it smell
I'm
like.
gonna make a cologne. I'm gonna call it.
The hell.
I promise y'all, when he said that,
Oh my
I
God.
said,
Yeah, that's what they was using.
oh my God.
Uh-huh.
And if y'all don't know me, audience, but I love perfumes. So of course I'm sitting there thinking, oh, these women probably smell so good.
No, they was. Where you think they got that commercial from? You have those days when you don't
Feel
So fresh.
18.
When this man said this, I'm sitting there thinking,
The 1800s and the 1900s.
okay, Erica, you like smelling good, but I don't know if you would have been smelling so good.
Listen.
Negative.
And guess what I was thinking after that? That would not have been
Okay.
A nice place to
the time,
Nope.
time, place for me
Mm-mm.
No.
to live. Because if I had to be funky
Oh my
on
God.
those dresses and petticoats,
My God today, Lord.
and I cannot
Not
wipe
today.
myself
What?
We not gonna be funky.
sufficiently,
Not funky.
do I have a doggone damn outdoor
Can you
shower?
imagine the heat and humidity at that
Oh,
time?
Jesus.
Like,
you know
like, look, like, did that just escalate the funk for you just now? Because it did for me too. I'm sorry.
Look here, audience.
I stretched my hands to these. What you just doing?
Look here.
No.
I raised my hand to thee.
No, ma'am.
Like what?
No.
When this, I promise y'all, when this man said this,
And you just kind of thought about it.
look
Oh,
here.
I never really.
For those of us,
Right.
like,
not working.
and I know that Kay, she's one who's read like a whole lot of romance novels
Yeah.
and things like that. Me too. And during the time that I would read, I mean, like trash bags full of books that I have read, romance
About the
novels.
little ladies with the petticoats
Yes,
and the corsets.
but I have
and
never thought about during those times I've read those stories,
Negative.
like
What they was using them petticoats.
what
and
they
them
was
corsets.
using, and if they smelled good.
Hot ass on a sunny day.
Because
Ooh, child.
that takes away all of the romantic atmosphere. If you got a shitty ass.
Oh my God. Mm-mm.
Like
cannot.
there was after this man brought this to my attention.
He was wrong
I'm
for
sitting
that.
there thinking like,
Was he there? Did you?
no, but I mean he
should've
was
asked
young
him.
enough that I knew that he was not there.
Oh.
But the fact that he brought that to my
So, like, was it
Thought
random or like did that flow into the conversation?
it flowed into the
Okay,
conversation.
okay.
Because he asked me, he said, Erica, he asked me this. I'm like, well, what the fuck sitting around thinking about
Well, I
that
guess
shit?
you guys are talking about toilet paper.
We was talking about toilet paper and other things, but my thing was this. Sir,
I'm not gonna wipe my ass with one of my skirts.
I have read, no, my thing is this. I have read Harlequin romance.
Right, that's what I was about to
I
say.
cannot.
And I have never once thought about how the heroine
Yeah.
wiped her
And they
ass.
never talking about
That-
hoes
that-
in,
yeah.
in the story.
So,
They
sir,
don't tell you. They don't
you are messing up
They don't never
every
explain that
story
He might like some of that shit.
that I have read.
That might be a sick fish.
Look here, when you
part.
talk
Oh, my-
about
that is sick. Oh,
what
my
they
God.
wipe their ass with, I'm thinking they're waking up smelling like flowers and
They are
roses.
not. Not they ain't have no shower, friend. They was gonna
Look, now you done messed me all up.
and got you thinking about.
Pull
They
little novels.
smelling shitty
Pull little novels.
and just smelling like terrible.
Your face is hilarious.
Because when this guy said this, I promise you, Charlie, that I was sitting there thinking, like, damn, they sitting there smelling like shit. How they looking beautiful?
Like they looking like shit.
But you know, it's probably because they. I mean, they were all
You
stank.
smelling
But all
like
of
shit.
They were all stank. You know,
smell
they
like
look
shit.
good, but they were stank as hell.
But look,
Sorry.
and when the men talking, oh, she was so beautiful and hair flowing.
First of all, the nose
And my
hairs
thing
probably
is
was
this.
burnt out already. At this point, they probably couldn't smell nothing.
When this guy mentioned that, I said, well, goddamn, it looking like goddamn, they looking
Y'all
beautiful
crazy.
and smelling like shit. That's a problem.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
anyway, y'all, we've gotten off on a tangent.
Completely
but
sidetracked.
I just bring this out. But anyway, we also want to talk about some other things we've seen that everybody's talking about right now. And one thing that I definitely want to talk about, and I don't know if Charli or Kay wants to talk about this, but y'all, I can appreciate what each of us bring to this conversation. I can appreciate what Kay brings to
This
the
about to be a
conversation.
heavy conversation. You got to start it off like this.
I can appreciate what Charli brings to the conversation. And as open-minded as I am
Here we go.
about things, I definitely want to talk about and have a discussion about Zaya Wade. You know, we all want to, embrace, one another in being our authentic selves. And I may be the only one in our group that feels this way. Oh my God, but for the past few weeks, I've been so just broken about, I'm gonna be respectful and say Zaya Wade. Zaya Wade is 12 years old. So I'm trying to reconcile it in my mind how this is acceptable. That so many people, and even with Charli and Kay, are embracing this whole idea of Zaya being her authentic self. I have such a problem with that. I'm challenged with this. I believe that everyone should be their authentic selves. I believe in raising children. I believe in, grooming a child to be their best selves. But when it comes to Zaya, and I'm saying Zaya because I'm being respectful, I'm so torn with the whole Zaya Wade. Because Zaya, to me, is a child. And I was reading about this other child that's actually was born female. But one of the things she said was she was too young to make that decision. And she hated the fact that she felt like she was pressed into being this person that she really wasn't. So with Zaya Wade, I'm kind of split. So I'm glad that Charli and Kay were discussing Zaya Wade, because I'm so split on this. I believe that every child should be themselves. I was this kid or this chick that, people saw as being weird. It wasn't about being male or female, but how I expressed myself, how I dressed, that people looked at me and like, okay, she's weird, I dressed like Prince. I dressed like, Vanity. I dressed like, Sheila E., a lot of these people. But I felt like I dressed like them because they expressed themselves in a way that I wanted to express myself. And I related to the way they dressed and the way that they expressed themselves. But this whole idea with Zaya Wade, I don't know how I feel about that. So, in saying that, Charli and Kay, what y'all think?
I like Zaya. I do not have, there's a lot of child psychologists, basically they say, as far as boundaries and stuff are concerned, that as long as the kid, they want to cut their hair one day, they want to grow hair one day, they want to color it the next day. As long as they're not really hurting nobody, then they don't. To let them do that, right? My only problem, now if they were, and I've heard this on a couple of other comments, that if they were like maybe hormones at 12, I would not agree.
Right.
You know, if you're talking like going to the doctor to have plastic surgery to start your a physical transition,
right.
I don't agree with that. But
Right.
letting her, I want to use
Right.
The right pronouns, right.
you know, find herself people grow, people evolve as they get older. There's nothing wrong with letting her identify how she identified without any medical or physical. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not like a permanent type of thing or
A change. I understand that.
A physical change or using pharmaceuticals
Right.
to assist with that. As long as it's not that, if she wants to paint her nails, wear a nice bag, rock a nice little cute 3-inch kitten heel. I mean,
Right.
if she gets older and she decides, hey, I want to do non-binary, I'm not neither one or the other.
Right.
If she decides to make that as she evolves as a young lady, let her be that or have that choice. But like
Right.
the permanent changing of a child's, physiology and,
Right.
and sexual or talking
Right.
about changing the reproductive organs at such a young age, I'm totally against that. But the other stuff,
which
hey,
with Kay
I'm
saying
all
that,
for it.
I can tell y'all that I'm really surprised that she said that, because that was one of the things that I felt kind of I don't know, in expressing the way that I saw the whole Zaya Wade / I think Xavier was his male name.
I think it's Zion.
Zion.
I
But
think.
anyway, I felt some kind of way about it because I know how Kay sees things, so I'm very surprised at that. But the whole and like I said, I'm being respectful, and I do refer to I refer to Zaya as Zaya Wade, because I feel like if that's how you are seeing yourself, then I have to be respectful of that. But at the same time, I'm thinking that 12, you're a kid. You don't know who you are, what you are. You don't know who you are, what you are at this phase in life. I mean, I think about when I was 12. Shit, everything is fucking confusing. I don't know. Shit, I couldn't identify. I could not identify being male, female, gay, straight, and all of this stuff. I could not identify that. That's not something that was a thought for me at 12 years old. I mean that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot to think about.
I'm going to tell you straight up. When I actually, mine was younger than that. When I actually started, like, by association, defining gender roles, not by what people told me were the rules, but we are indoctrinated for that. It's 2 years between me and my brother. I'm the oldest by 2 years. So for me and my brother, it was just us for a good while. But I would have been, 3, right? My brother would have been 1. I think the first time that I actually remember, like, defining gender roles and what was supposed to be acceptable for a girl, what's acceptable for a boy, was maybe when I turned 5. It was our birthday, and even though we were 2 years apart, our birthday is only like a month apart. So my brother's birthday was first, then the next month my birthday came, and I realized and noticed the difference between the gifts my mama and my parents bought for my brother versus the type of things they gave to me. Even I, at such that young age, I knew what they were trying to say. My brother got
As
all
far
the
as
cool
what?
stuff. He got the remote control cars. He got the Kung Fu grip G.I. Joe for one of his birthdays. I wanted that thing so bad.
I'm late to
And then my birthday came, and I got pink frilly, yellow frilly. I got all this stuff, even without understanding physically what the difference between me and my brother were at that age, right? The physiology, the physicalness of it. I really didn't get that part. But when it came to birthday gifts and Christmas gifts, I absolutely got the memo, right? I understood that even
And
though,
how old were you?
and I used to ask, my brother would get the stuff in the month before my birthday. And then I would get the question, well, what do you want for your birthday? I want what y'all gave my brother last month. I want the same exact stuff. But I never got that stuff.
See,
And even then, I did not understand at that point the difference between a vagina or a penis. I wasn't looking at it like that. But what I learned, we're talking like 5, 6 years old, what I learned is that the stuff that I thought that I knew that I wanted that. The stuff my parents gave me, I didn't want any of that. I never asked for a doll baby. I didn't want the dollhouse. I didn't give a damn about the little Corvette shit. I wanted that Kung Fu G.I. Joe, the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. I wanted those comic books. I wanted those remote control cars. I wanted the Transformer toys. I didn't want this stuff, but that's what I wanted. But my parents never got it for me because they said that stuff wasn't stuff girls play with.
well, see, that's the point that I actually want Charli to discuss more than you and I, because Kay and I we're several years apart. So when I think about when she talk about the age and acknowledging things like I wanted what he wanted. But even during that time period, I remember being 5 years old, and there was no thought about what was considered appropriate for females and what was appropriate for males.
Mm-hmm.
All I can recall is that I remember getting this black doll baby it was like a my size doll, and she was black. She had really short hair. I recall roller skates. I recall Easter bake ovens. I
remember those. I just
all
didn't
these
want
things
them.
that were female.
I remember getting all
Or
that stuff.
one thing that was, I
want
think
it.
the only thing that I recall being, I guess what we consider today as being asexual is this little toy where you were like riding a horse. So that was asexual. But when you talk about what I wanted to be or what I wanted to receive as a kid, like when you talk about toys, you know, if I had been to G.I. Joe's, okay, cool, whatever. But it was never a discussion. So what I'm interested in knowing is what Charli has to offer in this discussion, because I'm several years older than Kay, but both of us are older than Charli. So you're talking about how we see things as being gender related. Like, how does Charli see it? You know, it was never thought in my mind that I had to like doll babies or I had to like
it wasn't
things
really
that are considered feminine. It's just that's what I liked. You know, was no discussion about it. I like big wheels at the time, but
whether
it's male or female,
I was thinking about
guess
that.
what? All of us like big wheels.
Right.
All of
true.
us like bicycles.
Yes.
So all
Not
of us
all
like
of us.
those
I didn't,
things.
but whatever.
Well,
It's got a story for that, but neither the story and the scar, but neither here nor there. A story and a scar.
Charli may not have, but when I look at, if y'all really knew us on a personal basis, me, Charli, and Kay, we are close enough in age that we can respect what we've all experienced, but we're also far enough in age that we do have some differences in what we've experienced, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make certain. I don't want to say something that's not true. But
don't do the Donald Trump on here.
right.
We don't do
right.
none of that.
That's why I had to make certain. Like, okay, maybe I may be wrong, but I know that all of us, when we talk about our age and how we relate to each other, because all of us, look, when me, Charli, and Kay talk, we talk about all kind of shit.
All kinds.
And sometimes we agree on a lot of shit, and then there's
Sometimes we don't.
guess what?
That's true.
We don't. All of us have differing opinions about certain things.
Yeah.
You know, but we respect each other for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't get mad at Kay for what she feels. I don't get mad at Charli for what she feels and how she sees things. I can appreciate that, you know what? No matter, even if we are close in age, we still are far enough in age that we see things differently.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's very interesting in how Kay and I, because Kay and I are, even with Kay and I are closer in age than we are with Charli, but Kay and I definitely have a difference in opinion on a whole lot of, I won't say a whole lot of things, but on some things we have a difference opinion in how we see things. It's like we see things the same way, but we also see things in a very different way.
You and who?
Me
You and Kay?
Kay.
That's what I thought you were saying.
Yeah, me and Kay. But Charli is the one that I always find very interesting in her perspective.
Do you?
Because sometimes sometimes Charli will be more Kay oriented, but then there are times she's more Phoenix oriented myself. But it's always interesting.
You the
to
middle
me.
child girl.
She is the middle. But you know what? You know what? Look, Kay, she's middle, but I find her opinions extremely interesting because
Why?
because Charli, sometimes your opinions are a combination of the both of us.
Well,
But it's always very interesting what your opinions are. So when we talk about Zaya Wade,
so here's my thing.
come on, Charli,
Here's my
give
thing.
it to us.
And if you follow us on Instagram, you already read my opinion because I posted it. All right. And the post was mind the sexuality that benefits you. Okay. I do not have an issue with this entire Zaya Wade thing because it's not, like Kay said, a permanent fix.
Right.
I feel like at this point, kids Zaya's age have been exposed to so much sexuality and have been exposed to so much freedom and so many, non-binary things, experiences to where it's okay to do different things. It's okay to be in this phase, like we talked about sexuality and the fluidity of it, and how women, it's acceptable for women now, to be LGBT versus men. Like we've discussed this. So I feel like at this point, for me, the focus is more on Zaya's parents than it is on Zaya. That's where I was coming from. Like, okay, you're 12, in your 12-year-old mind, which is not a 12-year-old mind like what it was in yesteryear for you, Kay, or myself.
Right.
We were mature, but we didn't have these fast-ass life experiences that are occurring now.
Right.
So I feel like, okay, cool, this is what you want to do, no problem. I appreciate Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union for embracing this for a number of reasons. One, you've got a lot of kids that are being bullied, and that don't have the support system that a lot of us didn't have as kids when we said we wanted to do something. And they're doing dangerous things. They turn into the street, or they turn into drugs, they turn into bullying, or they're killing themselves. That's true. And then the entire support, and then to not only say, I support you, I see you for who you are, I see you for who you see yourself as, I'm your dad, I'm your stepmom, let's rock, I got you. You want to know more about these things to ensure that this is the decision for you later on in life. I'm going to put you in a situation, and I'm going to provide you with the resources and the tools so that you ensure that this is the right decision for you, instead of damning him or her, proper pronoun, her, and saying, to hell with what it is you're thinking, you're 12, you don't know, at this point, sit your ass down.
So with that being said, let me ask you this. Because, people talk to me all the time. They're like, Erica, you're so open-minded. But then, with this whole Zaya Wade thing, I feel like I don't know if it's that I'm not open-minded, or I view it differently. And this is my question to you, Charli, is because, I look at you as you are more connected to younger people. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like, okay, Zaya is 12 years old. And at 12 years old, and your mindset can be all over the place.
That's true.
So why should I say, okay, Zaya, you identify as this other. And because you identify as this other at this time in your life, I need to groom that, or I need to accept that. And I think that's the part that many people are missing, is that there are some of us that are like, you know what? I cannot accept this as you being this person because you're a kid. It's hard for me to look at you as anything other than this 12-year-old kid, because I'm looking at myself at 12 years old. 12 years old, me and three of my friends were calling us the New Editionettes.
Not the New Editionettes.
Yes, we were.
Yes.
I'm gonna laugh at that later.
Y'all will laugh at that later.
I'm gonna laugh at it later.
We were identifying each other as the New Editionettes. We were in chorus in 8th grade, and we were doing these talent shows in our 8th grade year, and we identified ourselves as the New Editionettes. So when I look at Zaya Wade, I'm like, okay, you don't know who you are at 12 years old. I thought I was this rapper chick, who was doing, we were coming to school we were in chorus, first of all. It's not like we were just these kids doing our thing. We were in chorus. And we were like, okay, we're in chorus, so as a chorus group, we can identify as these rappers, and we are the New Editionettes. Okay, that's something else. But at 12 years old, how do you know who you are? And when I look at myself as
I think that's the problem.
Person at 12 years old, how many times have I evolved since 12 years old? I've evolved from 12 years old. I remember being 14 years old and how I changed. And all of a sudden, I wanted to be this cheerleader type chick. I want to be a rapper, then I want to be this cheerleader. The next thing I know, I'm at 16 and 17. You know what? I want to be this intellectual. So when I look at myself evolving, how can I say that this is who I am? This is who I am. So accept me as, when you talk about pronouns. So Zaya Wade, my pronoun is not him or he. My pronoun is her or she.
Mm-hmm.
So do I just accept this as who you are? And should I embrace this? Should I groom this as who you are? When as an adult, I can say, well, you know what? This may not be who you are, so
I don't think we should
but wait. I think at this point, that's the problem. People are putting themselves into it instead of you mic'd up. I think people are putting themselves too much into the situation, right? It's what was I doing at 12? How did I feel at 12? Again, the society is not the same as it was when we were 12 years old. But at the same time, I think as parents, and let me put the disclaimer out there, I do not have anybody's children. I do not have kids. I've never been pregnant. I've never had children, okay? Nothing has come out of this womb, all right? So I say this as a non-parent. But what in situations like this, I try to take myself out of it. I'm a little bit more liberal. I'm a little bit more free. I'm a little bit more, okay, you know what, fly by the seat of my pants. It is what it is at this point. If Zaya wants to identify as female right now, then I say go the fuck for it. Because I would rather she identify as whatever the fuck she wants to identify than her being dead. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate, again, the fact that the Wades are embracing it, but they're not embracing it to turn around and say, all right, Zaya, we're only going to allow you to do this for like the next year. You know what I'm saying? Don't wear this suit, or don't wear this nail color, do this. Like, they're leaving it up to her to make that decision. And I think the relationship would be a whole lot better between the three of them. We're not even going to talk about Siobhan, because we're not going to talk about the biological mama.
But I have to interrupt here because, as a parent, okay, I know that Kay has a nephew, and I know that Charli has a couple nephews. How old is your nephew, Kay?
11.
How old is your nephew?
Both of them are 9.
Both of them. Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you talk about nephews, when I think about, aside from my child, but my nephews, these conversations we are having about Zaya Wade, these are like adult conversations to me as a parent. And as a parent, I'm looking at it like, at 12 years old, I can recall when Christopher was 12 years old. Guess what? You can barely clean your ass. I am still ironing your clothes. Even when we go shopping, I am still the person who is looking at your, at your taste and what you like.
Right.
How can you come at me and say, oh, I identify as a female? I don't know the fuck you identify as. All I know is this. Guess what? You are barely cleaning your ass. You still got shit streaks in your goddamn ass. You know what I'm saying?
But
you are barely cleaning your room. Even your outfits are based on either your favorite rapper or your favorite actor. Who the fuck do you think you are? You don't know who you are at this point. So why should I just change our entire household and thought process about you to fit this mold that you say, I'm this person.
But
as opposed to this person.
But here's the thing.
As a look.
But no, what you're doing is you keep putting you and your son in it.
Yeah.
But you and your son were 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Right, but 12,
we're talking about now in 2020.
It doesn't matter, but
12, it does.
No, it does not.
No, but it does.
No, it does not, because as a child, when you talk about children and the process that a child goes through in becoming an adult, there is a process. So as in a process you're talking about with a child, okay, as a child, I'm in this phase. Them in this phase. And that phase. And that phase. I just think that at 12 years old, I cannot sit there and say you're in this phase where you know definitively that this is who you are. I cannot say that. Look, I can sit there and I can support you in whatever you do. But at the same time, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, I don't know if you know who you are, but for this time period, if this is who you feel like you are, I can support that because that's the kind of person I am. I'll support that.
But can you really though? Because you're saying at the same time. I
can. When Chris wanted to be the thug with the braids, now I'm sitting there thinking, okay, he thinking he thuggish, but at the same time, I'm looking at him like he's thuggish, but he got braces.
But being a thug and identifying as a girl are two completely different things, though.
Yeah, but guess what? It still comes down to identity and how you identify yourself. My way of identifying Chris at the time was, in my mind, this child is going to be this intellectual. I want him to dress in. My whole thing was, like, I used to love sailor suits.
Oh, gosh.
But guess what? Chris, he wouldn't have that shit. Chris, guess what? As long as I could put Chris in a sailor suit, fine. But when Chris said this is what he wanted to wear, I can remember clearly when I wanted to put this little bear sweater on him. And Chris showed his ass that morning. Because he did not want to put that goddamn bear sweater on. And I thought it was so cute. But guess what? Chris wasn't having that shit. We had a hard morning that morning. Because he didn't want that sweater on. But my thing is this. When it comes down to sexuality, okay, when you say at 12 years old, I'm a female, I'm going to ask you questions. Well, why? Why do you think you're female? What are you identifying with? I want to have a discussion. I'm just not going to automatically think that because this morning you prefer to put on a pink button down or lipstick or a lace front, this is who you are. I want to know why you think this is who you are. What is it about this right here that makes you think that you are this person as opposed to this person? And that's my thing. I want to have a discussion. I'm not just going to automatically think that, okay, because you like, because you like these Barbie dolls, I'm not going to automatically think that, oh, you must be, oh, okay, he must be a female. He feels like you're a female. No, let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion about it because I want to know what it is about. What is it that you are identifying with? Mm-hmm. And can you explain it to me?
Right.
Can you articulate to me why you feel like, oh, I like these pink slippers, I like this gown, or I like this makeup? I want you to articulate that to me. Let's have a discussion about it.
And I think my part of, or to help me accept it, is because that conversation was held. And it was, Dad, let me come to you and let me explain to you. I mean, if you're really a D-Wade fan and you followed him and you followed Gabby, you've seen the progression. You knew that this was coming.
But, you know what? Yes. But at the same time, I can also say, well, okay, I'm going to question what Gabby is supporting because Gabby was raped.
Correct.
So does this have anything to do with her thought process and how she sees things?
So I'm going
to question that because, like I said, when you look at any of her interviews where she talked about her rape, and what happened to her, okay, does this have any impact on what's going on now? Not only that, when I look at the nanny that Zaya and his brothers had, okay, do they have any impact on it? Now, I'm the type of person to think that if something happened to you as a kid, that is going to determine your sexuality. Because if I looked at it that way, then my mom should be gay. My mom is not. She's married. She's a husband. My mom was molested, but I know what she went through. You know, as a kid. So I can't say because of what happened to you, if you were sexually abused, that determines your sexuality. No. I know people are talking about the fact that Zaya and her brothers had this nanny that was questionable, that had been an impact on Zaya. You know, that may be something going on. I don't know. But at 12 years old, I cannot sit here and say, you know who you are at 12 years old. And I cannot sit here and support that at 12 years old. Because at 12 years old, I could have told my mom, I'm Prince. I'm Vanity 6. Was it Vanity or Apollonia 6? I don't know. Vanity, Apollonia, Prince, goddamn Tina Turner. What's the little white chick name? Female white chick that would talk about oh my God, I can't think of her name. But anyway, when I think about all these people that I follow, that I loved, Janet Jackson, LaToya Jackson, all these people I loved when at that time during the rock and roll. I can say I loved all of them. I loved Tears for Fears. I love Black Sabbath. But when it comes down to sexuality, like, okay, it never was something I had to talk about in that time.
No.
I don't know.
That's new.
Zaya is new. I don't know why Zaya believes that she is either or she likes whatever she likes. I don't know what it is, because at 12 years old, when it comes down to sexuality, I can't say, okay, I'm 12 years old and I'm a female, I'm identify as a her or she. I cannot say that. I cannot even imagine that at 12 years old. And that's my whole point. Zaya is only 12 years old. How the hell does she know what the hell she wants at 12 years old?
You know, we differ in opinion here. If one of my nephews came to me and said, you know, Auntie, I want to identify as a girl. All right, cool.
What does that mean, though?
But that's what I'm saying. We'll have that conversation to understand that what he or however he chooses to identify at that time, make sure that he understands what it is he's saying to me, because they are exposed to a lot of different things.
Right.
So I feel like another one of the issues I have is it's a lot of talk about Gabrielle and what she's projecting or what she's possibly doing. We need to talk about his father, D. Wade.
That too. And like I haven't talked about a lot about Gabrielle because I respect her so much. I know what she's been through. I know, you know, like when she got raped and all that kind of stuff in the restaurant and stuff. But I don't look at it from the standpoint of Gabrielle.
Well,
I look at it from the standpoint of D for Dwayne Wade and his wife. What's her name? Siobhan.
Like,
I don't know. Like, that's how I look at it. Because Gabby, to me, is a third party.
As she's supposed to be.
I see it.
As she's supposed to be.
I look at it as, okay, what's going on with Dwayne Wade and Zaya's mother?
Probably nothing with Zaya's mother. I think the thing is, in the instance with Zaya, we've got to look at what they're around, their element, their environment, right? So they're always around these major fashion houses. They're always around these artists, these creatives, these people. Like D Wade paints his toenails. He probably should because they're a mess, but still. Yeah. He paints his nails. He wears the pants that are over his ankle and things of that sort. But that's trendy now. You see what I'm saying? I don't look at those things and question his sexuality. I look at him and laugh, because I think it looks ridiculous. However, I don't blame Gabrielle Union for anything. I just think that a lot of people are projecting on her because she is the unknown. You know what I'm saying? She is the wild card in this situation. When it comes to Zaya Wade, she doesn't have primary custody of the kids. You don't really hear about her. What you hear about her is really nothing after the divorce because it was really nasty. You hear about her book and how nasty it was.
But see, the thing with her is we don't know what is in any of the contracts. Like there are certain things she can and cannot say.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah.
So I don't know. I cannot make a decision based on her because I don't know what she can and cannot say. When it comes to Gabrielle, I'm a Gabby fan. I love Gabrielle Union. I remember when a coworker was like, I don't like her. And I was like, what? I love Gabrielle. And she was like, how do you love her when, she broke up with somebody's marriage? I was like, no.
That's not how that went down.
So I was telling this person, I was like, no. I said, my thing is this. Gabrielle cannot break up something that was not already broken. So that's how I saw it. And listening to Gabrielle and her viewpoints on things and life and what she'd been through, I was like, I can respect her. I love her. I loved her whole attitude, and I love the way that she carried herself. So when people start talking about, okay, Zaya has been this way because of Gabrielle, I was like, no. I said, my thing is this. Gabrielle accepted Zaya for who she was.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that Gabrielle allowed Zaya to walk in her own truth.
Right.
And that I can respect, and that I definitely like. Now, my other part of that is this. Zaya is a kid. And that's the point. That's the thing I cannot get over. Zaya is a kid. And I don't care what anyone says. At 12 years old, everything that you're thinking, everything that you're doing seems to be the reality. This is your realities. This is your reality for right now. But what happens next year or 2 years in a row or 3 years or 4 years, your whole perspective may change.
That's true.
And that's the thing. And so I guess it boils down to the fact that it's not about accepting Zaya for who she is, but my thing is this. Take it out of the fucking media.
Okay, so this is my thing with the media. I respect them for doing it the way they did because it was going to come out anyway. So what they did was they controlled the narrative. They took control of the story and they controlled the narrative. And if you know how they do in the media, the people would have crucified them, especially after coming off of Gabby being terminated or quitting, whatever, with the TV show for NBC, having this back and forth with them about racial discrimination and so forth. And then, I would have done the same thing.
Why?
Listen, because
how would they have known about Zaya had Dwayne or Gabrielle not put in the media? How would everyone know about Zaya?
The paparazzi are everywhere. They would have taken a picture. The moment they saw her stomach out, when they see fingernails. First of all, they caught them at the damn gay parade, the LGBT parade in Miami. They caught them out when D Wade retired.
They know that Zaya identified as a female had Dwayne or Gabrielle not said anything.
No, nobody would have known that she identified as Zaya until Zaya put it out, or until somebody from the Wade camp put it out. But it's still, the media still would have been, look at D Wade's gay son. Look at D Wade's little sissy son. But they would have. Yes, they would have.
Sissy, because guess what? When you take these kids out and you put them in, okay, so Zaya is out at a pride parade, but guess what? Zaya never identified as a female. D Wade never said anything, my son is gay. Gabrielle never said my stepchild is gay, identified this way. We are supporting LGBTQ. Who would have said anything to the contrary?
But you saw it.
You saw it because the media put that forth.
You saw it. Anybody?
You saw it. Because I never knew. No.
I looked at that kid. I looked at that kid years ago and was like, okay.
I never saw Zaya Wade as being gay or identifying as a female years ago. I never saw that. I never looked at Zaya Wade as anything but what he was until Gabrielle and Dwayne Wade said, my child is identifying as their pronouns are she and her or whatever. I never looked at that because my thing was, this is a child. I never looked at that beyond that this is a child. And I can recall that my aunt had her best friend had a son.
Mm-hmm.
And she supported Tommy.
Hilfiger?
No.
Oh.
Tommy was this little kid. And Tommy was so cute. But I never looked. I, as a kid, and probably I think I was like 2 years older than Tommy. But I never looked at Tommy as being anything other than a little boy. But his own mom looked at him as a little girl. Because Tommy loved makeup. Tommy loved wigs. But as a kid, I was looking like Tommy's just a little boy. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at you as a kid, as a boy, you are identifying as a boy until someone bring it to your attention that no, you're not a boy. The things you're interested in are more female oriented. We're gonna look at you this way because I don't know if you saw this on Twitter where people were. Not just Twitter, but even Instagram, where people blaming Gabrielle.
Right.
About Zaya.
Right.
I do not blame Gabrielle about how Zaya.
I don't think anybody's to blame. I don't think anybody's to blame.
No one is. And I agree with that because honestly, like I talk about Zaya, you don't hear me saying Zaya in her initial male name or sex. I always identify Zaya as a female or a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how I identify her as. But when I look at how Zaya has been raised and grown up, I have some questions.
I don't. Because I don't too much care.
I know you don't.
I just feel like, you know, if Zaya wants to identify right now as female or non-binary or however, it is what it is. I would rather the kid know that I support and love them at whatever cost at this point. That's what I prefer. You know, to hell with the media, to hell with what other people think, you know, because it's at the end of the day, it's Zaya's life. You know, and I get at 12, you are not mentally. You do not have all your mental faculties. I get that you are not, you know, strong enough mentally to be able to make harsh life decisions like this. But this is not, I don't believe this is going to be a situation to where somebody who is not from the other side of the tracks. Like, if we could take away the status, if we could take away who her parents are, if we can take away, you know, all of the celebrity that comes with Zaya, and this was just a boy from around the corner or the boy next door, I don't think we would be having the same conversation.
We wouldn't be because, you know, guess what? if Zaya was just a kid around the corner, Zaya would not get the support that Zaya is getting right now. And that's a fact.
That's true. That's true.
So I don't care what anyone says when it comes down to Zaya, how Zaya self-identify as. All I know is this. As a parent who have watched a child from my fucking womb to a goddamn adult, all I know is this. I've watched you grow from a kid, from a little baby, to a toddler, to a goddamn badass 2-year-old, to a 3-year-old, to a 4-year-old. Because I was like, there's no such thing as goddamn terrible twos. It was, for me, it was terrible twos, terrible threes, terrible feet, terrible fours, terrible fives. And 5-year-olds start to goddamn, guess what? Even out. But being a parent, and I've watched you grow, and I've seen the things, and honestly, even with my child, like with Christopher, I did not make Christopher gravitate to tools or G.I. Joes or, motorcycles and shit like that. Chris gravitated to that. He gravitated to that naturally. I didn't make him gravitate to that. But at the same time, when I look at it, it's like, okay, I remember this little kid named Tommy. Tommy liked high heels. Tommy liked doll babies. And I was like, oh my God, Tommy like always. To me, at that time, I was like, Tommy's he's a little punk ass little kid.
Oh God.
I mean, this is why I thought. I mean, I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
Charli. So guess what? I wasn't thinking about what's politically correct.
Oh, true.
I was just thinking, well, Tommy's a little punky ass little boy. But Tommy liked makeup. Tommy liked wigs. Tommy liked high heels. But for us, it was like, okay, that's Tommy. We did not encourage it, but we did not discourage it. Which I think is interesting in the black community, because a lot of times you find that black people do not discourage it, but they do not encourage it. We
don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it, but guess what? We don't talk about it, but guess what? We don't focus on it.
We don't focus on it because for some reason, some strange reason, we still think that homosexuality is taboo. It's not. Everybody had that one auntie that came around with her roommate, air quotes around roommate, okay? At every family function. We had that uncle that liked blouses. We had the uncle that had a jerry curl and a relaxer. And we couldn't figure out for the life of me, why he always smelled like activator and ass.
But you know what? But that's not what I saw.
But
my first word, and I wish Maxine was alive today, because Maxine would always tell everybody that Poochie, which it was my nickname, my name. People didn't call me Erica, they called me Poochie. But he would always tell people that my first word was Maxine. That was my very first word, was Maxine. I love Maxine.
And Maxine was a man?
Maxine
identifies as a woman? Okay.
They identify as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
In this day and age, we would say identify as a woman.
Maxine was a girl.
I love Maxine.
Mm-hmm.
And even today, when I think about the first time I ever seen Maxine, my first vision of Maxine was Maxine in this big yellow hat. And that's how I saw Maxine. I love Maxine. I mean, from the time when I was a baby to I was in my teen years, I loved Maxine. People always said that was your first word was Maxine. When I saw Maxine, guess what? Everything changed for me. If Maxine walked into a room, guess what? Everything was awesome.
I wonder if
Maxine never talked about. Well, I was a kid, so Maxine he never talked about what was politically correct or not correct. Maxine only showed me that she loved me. And all I knew was that I loved Maxine. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. The last time I remember talking about, being, because I was like close to Maxine since I was like 3 years old. And the last time I remember talking to Maxine was I was a teenager. Because Maxine was always close to my family, but it was not a thought. It was not a thought. I think that society has made it such an issue that now we must focus on everyone's sexuality. I never thought about Maxine's sexuality. Whether Maxine was a male, female, he liked men, he liked women, he liked whatever she liked, men. I never thought about Maxine in that regards. And I think that's part of the reason why, for me, I get so upset with because people say, Erica, you're so open-minded. But then I was like, no, I'm not open-minded. But then at the same time, Charli, I am open-minded. I just think that whatever you do in your bedroom or your personal life is not my business. It's not my business, but at the same time, guess what? I can respect you. I can love you. But I don't care what your situation is. Not only do I not care about what your situation is, I don't want to know your situation. And so when we talk about, pronouns and him and her and she and all this stuff, my thing is always, I don't even want to talk about this. If I have a party and you say, hey, I'm bringing my girlfriend or my boyfriend, I don't care.
Right.
Just come. I want you to come. So just come. I don't want to make this a whole political thing. And that's where I think that things become an issue, because we are told we have to make it political, and we are told we have to have this whole fucking debate about it.
So, to your point, in terms of what goes on in someone else's bedroom is none of your business. I agree wholeheartedly. Because at the end of the day, that doesn't, to me, change who that person is, right? That's not a part of that person's character, in my book.
Right.
However, I think we, as Black people, we have to have the conversation. We have to have the uncomfortable conversations. And sexuality and homosexuality is one of those uncomfortable conversations. We don't want to have them. And what we do is, when it's been there, but when it's thrust in our faces, we get so uncomfortable, we start to nut up. Oh, well, wait a minute. No. Like, you're not going to push this on me. This the white man's agenda. Or this the white... No, that's not what it is. Right. It's what the fuck is going on in the world right now. Like, you've got to grow up. Well, not necessarily grow up, but you've got to embrace it. It's there. Like, it's like the elephant in the room. You see it, but you just, I'm good. Don't even look over there.
So let me ask you this, Charli. So why does it matter? If I accept you for who you are, okay, you're Charli. You have all those idiosyncrasies that I love as a person. And if you bring a chick, we have a party now, and you bring this chick to the party, mm-hmm. Okay, guess what? Hey, girl, I like you.
Hey, girl.
Guess what? We cool. If you bring a male to the party and mm-hmm. I say, hey, dude, what's up? Guess what? You want to drink?
Right.
It is what it is. Why is it that I have to accept that you brought a female to the party that you are involved with, or you are making a life with, or you are going to marry, why is it that I have to accept that, when at the same time, when I say this, when I accept it anyway, I don't care.
Well,
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are in love with. I don't care who you sleep with. All I care about is the fact that, as my friend, I love you. If you bring this person into our life, I love this person. So why is it that I have to accept this person is in your life as another? And that's what it seems to me that the world's asking us to do, is like, okay, why can't I just love her for who she is and who's in her life, or who he is and who is in his life? Why do I have to say I love her and I love her other, who is also in her? Why is it that people are like forcing you to accept the other? That's what I'm having a problem with.
So
that's what I'm having a problem with.
To that, I'm gonna say this: if you love me and I'm your friend, right? So you said that you love everything that comes with me, right? To include my significant other,
who is a her.
Who is a her. So disclaimer, it's not a her, it's a him, but whatever. We're gonna, illustrate.
But
still, I think that the problem is because you're told, society tells you that you should accept it. But wait. Society
is not telling me I should accept it. I'm accepting it because I love you and I love who you love.
But
society is not telling me that I have to accept.
Well, who's telling you?
Person.
Who's telling you?
Guess what? What's telling me this?
Yeah.
Is the fact that, okay, I love you. Mm-hmm. So if I love you, okay, this is my boyfriend. This is my girlfriend. Me, I'm like, oh, hey, how are you?
Right.
Well, guess what? What you want to drink? I'm not making a big deal out of it. I'm just saying, okay, cool. Well, how'd y'all meet? I'm loving both of you. And that's one of the things, and that my family, that's how my family is. My family is the type that whoever you bring to the family, that's who you bring. And guess what? Guess how we are? We're like, we like you, we love you, we're cool with you. We're not asking questions. We're not making it an issue.
I was going to ask
about who you are, how you identify. Our thing is this. Guess what? If Charli brings a female or her or she to the party, guess what? We all loving this female or this she or this her. We good. If Charli brings this him or he to the party, guess what? We all love this he or him of whomever. That's how my family is. I have a problem with when people are trying to make it an issue, or people are trying to force it on me. Don't force it on me.
Okay.
This is who you are. Okay, cool.
So
guess what? Why we have to have a whole discussion about it?
This is. So your family is a don't ask, don't tell. We know, but we don't want to discuss it.
No, my family's not a don't ask, don't tell. My family is this: be who you are.
But wait a minute.
No,
an extension of being who you are is. Well, this is what I'm hearing, and I may be wrong, but this is what I'm hearing. As your friend, if I were to come here or to come wherever that you invite me to, and I have a girlfriend, right? You love me as your friend, but you will love my significant other, who just happens to be a female, because you love me. That's your acceptance.
No, my family. If you've ever been around my family, if you walk into the house and this is your girlfriend, you say, "Hey, y'all, this is my girlfriend, Jessica." Guess what my family's gonna say? Hey, Jessica, you want a drink? We go on. We don't go into this whole breakdown. We say, oh, hey, Jessica, how you doing? That's my family. My family, I can promise you, my family never goes into, you are a female and you have a girlfriend, or you are male and you have a male boyfriend. My family never. And that's one of the things I can say I love with my family. My family is very open. My family don't care who the fuck you fucking or who you loving. This is who you with. We good with it. Guess what? You want to play?
I think
That's my family. My thing is this. I believe that people who are in homogamous relationships seems to make it a deal or a big deal or want to make it a big deal. Because I even look at my aunt Sherry. Sherry met us, and Sherry asked us, I remember she, especially me, because I was in college at the time, Sherry said, she told me, she said, my name is Sherry, my Uncle David. I love my Uncle David. David is, David's like in his 50s, but David is short, he's attractive, he's my grandfather baby, from Trinidad, and David was like, and she was like, she said she was like 5 or 10 years older than my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
So I had been on campus. So when I came home and she introduced herself to me, she was like, well, I'm older than David. So this is me. First of all, I'm 18 or 19 years old. I don't give a fuck who you are. And she said, my Uncle David was like in his 20s, and Sherry was like, she said, well, suppose I tell y'all I'm 35. This is me, Tiara. First of all, I'm like 19 years old. If you 35, guess what? I don't give a fuck, because that's beyond, look, my goddamn thought process.
Right.
If I'm 19 and 20 years old and you talking about you 35, shit, you about 15 years further than what I'm thinking about. So I said, well, okay. And so she was like, and then she was dark skinned. She was real dark skinned. She was like, oh, y'all don't like real dark skinned people. Y'all like, This is me. This is my thought process. I'm thinking, this girl is crazy, because I don't care if she's light skinned, dark skinned, whatever, but she's sitting here talking about accepting her as being light skinned, dark skinned. I don't care who she is. But, when shit all boils down to it, I'm like, okay, Sherry, cool. I love Sherry. Even to this day, I love Sherry. But when I look back at it, and what she said was, okay, I'm dark skinned, y'all light skinned. Y'all accept whatever. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you light skinned, dark skinned, what the fuck ever. But when it comes down to it, I don't care if you like men. I don't care if you like women. As long as you respect yourself, you respect our family. That's all I care about. So
I mean, I think now people are tired of hiding who they truly are. I think when they go out, let's use your example for going to the party. I think people are tired of going out and saying, hey, Phoenix, this is my friend,
right,
Sasha, or whatever have you. Right. This is my girlfriend, Sasha. Like, that's harmless in the black community. But if I were to show Sasha some form of PDA and show you that this is my girlfriend, at that point, that's when we have a problem. We do the don't ask, don't tell all the time.
Let me ask you this question though. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I remember when 1990s, early 1990s, late 1990s, or the early 2000s. I was in a mindset that, you know what? I can do whatever I want to do with whom I want to do it with.
Right.
I don't have to make it known to anyone. I'm having fun. I'm a kid. I'm 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm still a kid. I'm having fun in life. I work hard. At that time, I was working for the American Red Cross. I was a fucking goddamn senior manager at the time. I had a kid who was like 5, 6, 7 years old that I could fully take care of with no fucking goddamn help. I don't need no help. And I'm taking care of my business. I'm paying my bills. I pay my car payment, all this shit. So guess what? It is what it is. But when I look at it, it's like, okay, you know what? Why am I sitting here going through all these fucking changes? Chris had anything that he can even think of that he wanted. He had, period. At the time I drove a Lexus, I'm good. My bills are paid, I'm good. So why are we having all the discussions? And it boils down to all the minutiae, all the little small goddamn things. It doesn't matter if I like boys or girls, if I'm single, if I'm married, it does not fucking matter. What matters is, can I take care of my children, my child, whatever? Can I take care of my responsibilities? That's what matters, right?
To some. I think that our problem as a community is that we don't have any conversations. Like we don't ever have any conversations. We talk at each other. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't talk to each other.
Let me ask you this question. So I'm older than Charli, but we have some things that, or not just things, but we have people that we have are like they know this person or this person at the same time. So we have some things in common. But this my question is, if you can accept this kid,
right?
Not think about it as a kid,
right?
Do you know anybody that's 12 years old? Anybody 12 years old?
No.
You don't know anyone that's 12 years old?
No.
How old is Grandpa?
9.
9. Okay, so think about Grandpa 3 years from now. 9 and 12 years old. Forget Grandpa at 12 years old. Think about Grandpa right now, 9 years old, right?
Okay.
Do you think that Grandpa at 9 years old knows what he wants in life?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. He does not. So you don't think Grandpa knows what he wants in life?
No.
Why?
First of all, he's not developed enough. He doesn't have the environment that Zaya has.
No, we're not about Zaya.
But no, we're making an argument though.
No, I did not mention Zaya. My question is this. We're talking about Grandpa. You talk to me about Grandpa frequently and what Grandpa does and things like that. So, Grandpa is 9 years old. So, if Grandpa came to you, what do he call you?
My name.
Tierra. So, Tierra, I like this pink jumpsuit. Now, I don't know Grandpa like that. You know Grandpa. So if Grandpa like a jumpsuit, how are you thinking about it? That Grandpa like this jumpsuit?
There's something to think about. He likes the jumpsuit.
So you ask the question if Grandpa likes the jumpsuit because it's pink or green or yellow.
I'm not going into as to all of that. I'm not doing that. He likes the jumpsuit.
So what is about? Okay, so you're not thinking about the fact that I'm not thinking about the fact that Grandpa likes the jumpsuit because it's pink, green, yellow, white, whatever. So nothing crosses your mind as to why is Grandpa looking at this jumpsuit that mainly females wear? That doesn't cross your mind.
No.
Never.
Why should it?
So that does not cross your mind that if a male walks up to you, if Grandpa walks up to you and say, "Oh, I like this green or pink and yellow jumpsuit. I like this. I want you to go find a jumpsuit for me to wear." Does it bother you?
No.
It doesn't.
Absolutely not.
You don't ask a question?
No.
See, I guess that's why this is why I asked the question, because like mine, have you ever met Christian, my nephew?
No.
See?
But stuff like that doesn't bother me.
But no, you don't come in my family. You don't come in my family. Charli, you don't come around because I feel like my family is very interesting. My family is very open. You know, we don't judge anyone based on their sexuality or who they find to be attractive. Now, I say that because, and I also asked a question about who you look at or who you like or what you think, because I'm like, okay. With my family is very open. Very open. Very open. My family is very open.
I think we all heard you.
They are very, very, we don't talk about, but we don't judge each other. Like, whatever you want to do is what you want to do. And you want to do that for this moment, this month, this year, whatever. My family do not get caught into you're doing something for this time or later in time or later in life, whatever. My family, we don't judge each other. We love you for who you are. Whoever you bring into the group, that's who you bring in. We don't ask questions. Guess what? We enjoy each other. We have fun. Blah, blah, blah. I guess my thing is, if everyone accepts themselves for who they are, and not sitting there and think about who I am. Oh, I'm gay, I'm straight. My family don't look at people like that. You are who you are. Come in, we do what we do. My great grandmother was, you know, she had a little doggone whatever. And our thing was, okay, it is what it is. Whether you female, male, you like males, you like females, it does not matter to us. We don't care. I hate this whole process of breaking people down into male, female, or these gender assignments. I just do not like that. I don't like it. I don't care who you are, who you like, who you screw, who you are in love with. I don't care. I just do not care. I just hate the whole conversation around it. That's what bothers me. I don't care. I don't want to have the conversation. I don't care who you are with. I do not care. If you come to my house, guess what? We're going to have a good time. We're going to have fun. We're going to laugh and talk. Whatever. That's what we're going to do. I don't want to have a whole discussion about, oh, I'm gay, straight, I'm he, her. I don't want to have that discussion. Because I believe that everyone should just be themselves.
But don't you think that's a part of who they are?
If that's who they are, then why do we have to have a discussion about it?
But I think the discussion is to further help you accept them for who they truly are. But not for who you see on the surface, but for who they truly are.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
If they identify as him, her, whatever pronouns, and this is my sexuality, that adds to who the person that Sasha is.
What does that matter? If you come to my house,
but it does.
No, it does not.
If it's important to them, it matters, and you should be open to have said discussion if you love them and if you accept them. That's what I'm saying. It does not
boil down to if I love them, hate them, accept them, whatever. If you knock on my door and you say, "Hey, Erica, thank you for inviting me to your party. This is my boyfriend and my girlfriend and whomever," and I'm saying, "Hey, y'all, I love y'all. Come and have a good time. Have fun." Why is it they have to make a big deal out of it? If I say, "Come on in the house, y'all, guess what? I have some drinks, I have some beers, y'all have a good time, blah, 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 blah." Why do I have to go any further than that? Any further than me accepting you into my party, or any further than me accepting you into this whole whatever. Well, this thing. My thing is this.
I don't think in that situation, in that environment, would something like that come up.
Charli, come on in, child. I got some drinks. I got these. Oh, try this, blah, blah, blah. You know about a whole girl or boy or whomever. I'm not making a deal out of it. So why are you? Why is they have to make a deal out of it if I accept you for who you are? Why do I have to go and make a big deal out of it?
But at what instance? At what instance am I asking you to make a big deal out of it? That's I'm not understanding with this scenario.
You are not. But my point is this: you are finding that people are making a deal out of it because it's like, okay, I have to accept you being him or her or his or she or whatever. Why?
But I think at that point that's tolerance. That's not acceptance. That's tolerance.
My thing is this. It's not even about tolerance, because my thing is this. If you are someone that's my friend and someone I care about, when you say, "Hey girl," I was like, "Hey boo, come on in." Guess what? That's it.
But come on, Phoenix. I think in this instance, someone's sexuality and what they have going on wouldn't even, the proper place wouldn't even be that type of environment at a party.
You know me. When I can go back to all to goddamn 1998. I remember when Nova, Nisha Williams, I remember when Pam, all of them had a party one night, and Nova was the main person having a party at this place in fucking Irmo. Nova was cool as fuck. You remember Nova?
Never met Nova.
But Nova was like, okay, you remember Pam? White girl Pam?
Never met Pam.
Are you serious? I'm going to have to catch your ass up. Seriously. You laughing when I'm serious. Pam Armstrong, white girl that love goddamn straight chicks.
Don't know any of these people.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to bring
Don't know any of these people.
But anyway, I'm serious. I'm going to bring you up to speed. So all of us, Nova would always at these parties. This is me in the goddamn. This is me. Look. It was like, oh, she's so pretty. I'm a straight chick. It was like, oh, she's straight. She coming on the goddamn gay parties. And I was like, shit, this is cool as hell. First of all, if I'm goddamn straight, and all these fucking goddamn chicks are chasing me, guess what?
You have options.
I have options.
Mm-hmm. You have options.
So all looking at Pam. Pam was a white girl. Pam at the goddamn. You remember?
Is she snoring? Yes, she is. Okay.
Pam Revolutions downtown, across from damn Benedict College. White chick. You was at Verizon at the time with what's her name? Tracy?
You tell all these people
Terry.
business and you giving them real names.
Your ass was Terry. Yours was at Verizon. I can't at Verizon. Her name is Terry. She was in tech support at Verizon House. Crazy as hell. Her and Pam was very good friends. Pam was a white girl. Talking shit constantly. Like, okay, I'm gonna hang out. Okay, I hang out. Pam as Pam Armstrong loved goddamn black girls. She was gay. Love fucking black girls. Every goddamn weekend at goddamn the damn Revolutions across from Benedict College. Everybody over there. Okay, it is what it is. My thing is this. If you like girls, if you like dudes, if you just playing around, it doesn't matter. My thing is this. You doing your thing. Why should I politicize what your sexuality is? And that was my whole thing. It doesn't matter. Terry, what's the goddamn Terry? You was at Verizon before I came to Verizon, and Terry worked in tech support. How long you was in tech support, Terry?
4 years.
How long you was at Verizon?
6.
How long you was at customer service?
2.
So you was at customer service for 2 years, then tech support 4 years. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Terry was in tech support. Terry also danced at Revolutions on the weekends in the gay club. But I knew her because of that. But my thing is this. If you're in a position where you're, I guess, you're like, okay, they're gay or they are, I am not just female, but I'm also, I dance or whatever. It's not, damn, it's snoring hard.
It's just getting louder.
And we are goddamn recording.
We are recording. We are recording, and we're going to continue the conversation. Mm-hmm.
But my whole thing is this. Whether you male, female, what have you, this is where you are as far as how you see life, how you look at, what is natural, whatever. My thing is this. When it comes down to male, female, and how you see life, for me, it boils down to, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you like being around females, okay. If you like being around males, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what your position is or what you like. Guess what? We still cool. I don't care. We are still cool. I don't care if you're gay, straight, what have you. We are still cool. It does not matter to me who the fuck you are fucking in the privacy of your fucking bedroom. And I think that's part of the thing that gets me, that's why I get so upset. Because I don't care who you are fucking. It's not my fucking business who you are fucking. It is just not my business. And I get so upset when people start talking about male, female, who you are with, who you're not with. I get so upset with that because I don't care who you are fucking, because guess what? If you are my friend, if you are someone I'm close to, I do not care. It's not my business. It's just not my business. And that's the part that bothers me, is when everyone wants to talk about whether it's, okay, it's my business, it's whatever. I don't care. I just do not care. I don't care if you just got finished fucking your dude, but we can go to the fucking club. I don't fucking care. You got your goddamn clothes on. I got mine on. We can ready to fucking goddamn hang out. That's all that matters to me.
I think what...
You know what I'm saying, though?
Not really. I think the issue...
Why?
I think the issue is this, right? A lot of what I'm saying is I'm friends with such and such who just happens to be a member of the LGBT community. Because I'm friends with such and such, I'm good. However, I don't want to know anything about such and such's life when it pertains to LGBTQIA and so forth and so on. But
why does that matter, though? Why does that matter?
Because y'all
That's
want it
your
to matter.
Lifestyle.
Well, here's the thing.
That's your lifestyle. So what the fuck that has to do with me?
As my friend, if we're gonna talk about your lifestyle, we're gonna talk about mine too.
Okay, so if I sit there and say, okay, guess what? If you said, hey, EA,
Excuse
me and this chick I met 2 weeks ago went out to a movie, went bowling, and me and this chick blah 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 blah. I'm like, for real? But I'm cool with it. Okay, if I say I'm cool with it, or I'm talking to you like you would talk to me, if I'm talking about my male dude, I'm talking to you the same way. What you gonna say? It's the same thing. I'm not making an issue, so why are you making an issue?
Well, that's the thing. And again, we have LGBTQIA cousins and friends and family members. We do, so, but I think the difference is this: acceptance is about accepting this person totally. But
Charli,
we're not gonna agree. It's as simple as that. We're not gonna agree.
If you bring to my...
But you're missing the most important piece that people are asking you to accept.
I'm not missing or accepting anything. My thing is this. I accept you for who you are. I don't care who you fucking...
But you don't.
But I do, though. If I say... But I do. If I accept who you are with, be it male or female, and I say, hey, we are cool. We are good. What's up? We bumping. We hugging. And I say, hey, look, you come to the house on Saturday. I'm having a cookout. Come on, we good. We having fun. We just doing all these great things. How is it I'm not accepting who you're with if I'm saying, hey, look here, Sierra, why isn't Joel coming with you this weekend? Joel is cool as fuck. I love Joel. I had a great time with Joel. Mm-hmm. Are you bringing Joel next fucking weekend? I'm not telling you anything that leads you to believe that Joel is unaccepted. Joel is male, female. Look, the goddamn what the fuck ever. I'm saying Joel need to come to goddamn party because we having a great goddamn time.
Same.
Joel, look him. When you walk up, we looking at you like this. Where the fuck is Joe? Your ass is coming, but guess what? We told Joe to come. If your ass can't go to the goddamn side of the goddamn boat and call Joe, we don't want your ass here either.
Where's the
Bye.
boat? What were you drinking tonight?
I'm just saying, but it's the truth though. That's just like, okay, this is why I said this. This is why I said this, because there's
Because you
guy-
lost me. You lost me.
No, that's like Craig Duteron. Craig, I call him, people say Craig Duteron.
Stop putting these people's real names out here in the street.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Shut up, Charlie. But it's Craig. Craig. Craig.
I'm about to bleep all this shit out.
Shut up, Charlie. Craig is this white dude, right?
God.
Craig is. Shut up, Charlie. Goddamn.
Listen, shout out to Crown Royal Black. This is why Phoenix is going off on a tangent right now.
Because I'm saying, Craig.
Okay, Craig. Let's wrap that up. Craig.
Dutron. He's white.
This man's full name, really? You still on that?
Yes. Because Craig Dutron,
God, I hope that nobody knows
Look.
that listens to this podcast.
Craig is this white dude who like being around black people. And I like Craig Dutron.
Oh, God.
Now, I don't think he's the best kisser. But Craig Dutron
Oh, gosh. Why, Jesus?
love being around black people. Craig Dutron.
Don't put that man name out there no more.
Craig Dutron. So Craig Dutron would come and hang around us. And Craig Dutron,
Oh, God.
look, we never met Craig Dutron, mama and daddy. But Craig Dutron like being around.
Let me go
all of us.
Facebook him.
Nope. Don't. Craig Dutron
Oh, God.
would have fun with us, and we love being around Craig Dutron. Okay? But Craig Dutron was someone that we like talking to, we like playing with, we like talking about, black and white type things. With Craig
Excuse me.
Dutron.
I clear.
Craig Dutron was not a good kisser. I'm about to say that. He was
Craig.
not a good kisser.
Oh, Craig. Correct.
But I liked him because he liked MC Hammer for one thing at a time. Stop laughing. I see your face. Y'all, look here, y'all.
Spell Dutron?
If y'all watch Charli right now, but Dutron, I don't know how the fuck.
I'm
Craig
going to
Dutron.
find him.
But look, Craig Dutron was a real cool dude, but guess what? He was white.
Craig.
Craig Dutron.
I'm gonna
Couldn't.
Google.
And Craig couldn't kiss real good. 'Cause Craig would be like kissing on your fucking face and shit. He's like, I am like a damn dog.
So how did we get on Craig? What happened?
I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that.
No, don't.
But my point is this.
Don't.
When you talk about male, when you talk about black, white, and relationships and how we end up together, I bought Craig Dutron because Craig, he was this real white dude.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. But
Okay.
anyway.
I'm confused.
Craig, he was a white dude, and, we like Craig. Craig he liked dressed like MC Hammer and shit like that. He's always dressed like MC Hammer, but he would dance like all the black dudes because he danced very, very, very well. My thing is this: it doesn't matter what your or how you see yourself and what you see yourself as. If I care about you and you're my friend, it does not matter if you if you are dancing or playing or just how people see you, this is who you are. It does not matter, but it also does not matter if you are, I dance or I play around, or this is how society's going to accept me. What it boils down to, I'm being who I am. Either you like me or you don't. Right?
I'm the type of friend that
Y'all.
I'm going to accept you for the whole.
Cute because her hair is cute.
I'm not. Thank you, but no, I'm not.
Her hair
I
is
I
cute.
feel like.
Her hair is cute.
I feel like.
I'm
No.
so cute.
Y'all, Phoenix has probably had about 3 cups of this Crown Royal Black and probably shouldn't
That's
have
a lie.
not nan. How many have you had?
2.
2 and some.
Anyway.
Right.
Y'all, look.
So I feel like.
Look here. Charli hair is
I
all
can't
cute.
I can't even get my
It's
point out because
cute.
she's focusing on my hair.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen, I just feel like me as a friend or even me as an acquaintance, I'm going to accept you wholeheartedly, right? Sexuality, flaws, and all. Because that, to me, makes up you as a person. Everything about you. You know, like Phoenix, you've got, like you say, you've got your things, just like Kay has her things, I have my things. True. As your friend, I accept you wholeheartedly. Now, if you walk through the door with a girl, I'm going to look at you. But I'm going to look at you like, oh, that's what we doing? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's what we doing? Hey, how you doing? Okay, fine. We're going to have a conversation about it. But it's not going to be a conversation coming from a place of
judgment.
Yeah, it's going to be, oh, word? Okay. She was cute.
So, okay. I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad that Charli said that. So, Charli, knowing me.
Knowing you.
If I said, hey, Charli and Kay, you know what? Y'all remember this chick I was hanging out with? Her name is Sabrina. Guess what? We seen each other. We're actually dating. What would you say, Charli?
I would laugh because I was like, yeah, look, I thought you had a little bit in you when I first met you, so.
See, that's why I don't fuck with Charli, y'all. That's why I don't fuck with Charli, y'all. Charli be having shit up her goddamn sleeves. That's why I don't fuck with her.
I was like, I knew you had it in you. I mean, she cute. She nice. I think she'll treat you right. I'm one of those friends.
Charli is one of those friends.
I would
agree with her on that.
And then you'll walk through the door tomorrow with a dude, and I'll be like, I actually, he's cute too. What y'all doing?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah. And you know what? That's a good thing because you know what? That sounds like Charli. She'd be like, okay.
I mean,
look,
in life we all have options, and I just want to make sure that everybody exercise their options. That's all.
And having fun with it.
But my biggest thing, I try to stay as close to drama free as possible. Does that always happen? No. I try to stay as close to judgment free as possible. Does that always happen? No. However,
so let me ask you this question, Charli, and I bring this up because Charli is more of.
Oh, that belch was stank. Sorry.
Huh?
I belched. Sorry. Smell like the wings we had. Yeah.
But Charli is more of she's more of. Charli has her thought processes is more of.
Here we go.
It's either going to be. No, it's not either or. Charli tends to be a combination of me and a combination of Kay. But at the same time, Charli has her own opinion on how things are. And that's what I love about us. When we talk about me and Kay and Charli, we have a relationship where we all have our thought process of how things are, how things are supposed to be,
right,
or whatever. But we don't judge each other like, okay, you have to be this way,
right,
or you can't be this way, or we can't be friends.
Right.
We all appreciate what each one of us bring to the table.
Supposed to.
And me and Kay tend to be on extremes, right?
Yeah, y'all do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, y'all do.
But Charli tends to be somewhere down the fucking middle. or side, left or right. Charli tends to be that person somewhere in the middle.
I mean,
because honestly, Charli is not one who will say that, you know what, I agree with you, Phoenix, or I agree with you, Kay. Charli is like, yeah, I see what y'all are saying, but it's always a but. And that's the thing that I love about our group, because none of us have the exact same opinion.
Right.
We all have a certain way that we look at things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that I appreciate about our group. And if you're listening to us, and if you have been paying attention to how we see things, how we express ourselves, guess what? You will appreciate our opinions, our thought process enough to where you tell your friends, families, relatives, or whatever, look, check out Do Better Sis podcast, because they have their opinions and their thought processes on how things should be. And that's one of the things I like, because I'm like, well, shit. I was talking to this guy, I was like, listen, I said, it's 3 of us. I said, I can tell you one thing. All 3 of us have our own opinions.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, we may seem to be on the same wavelength,
Mm-hmm.
but if you pay attention, you may be like, no, they may agree on this thing,
Right.
but they don't agree on this other thing, because all of them have their own fucking goddamn opinion.
Well, that's one of the things I've always appreciated about our friendship. Like, neither of us is a yes woman. It's
Absolutely.
always, we don't mind telling each other when we're wrong. We gonna ride for each other. Wrong, right, or indifferent.
Absolutely.
Like, I ride with you on the girl or the boy.
Right.
I'm that type friend. But all the while, we gonna talk about how I feel like you wrong after the fact.
Absolutely.
But I'm not gonna gas you up to make you think that you in the right.
Absolutely.
That's not the type of friend we are. So I do appreciate how we are free to share our opinions, and nobody can say, well, I think you're wrong, or you really shouldn't look at it this way. Like, no, that's not how that's gonna work.
And that's true. That's
not gonna work.
And that's one of the things that I can appreciate about all of us, because I mean, as much as we can hang out and laugh and talk or drink or whatever, when you think about Kay, or you think about me and yourself, guess what? We have a great time.
We do.
We all have our own positions, our own thought processes on how we look at life.
True.
Or feel about life. But guess what? At the end of the day, we are still cool.
I think so.
So that's the thing that I like the most, because I'm like, you know what? I don't care. In fact, I was talking to someone, this guy, he wants to sit down and talk to me, Kay, and Charli about how we see things. And I said, you know what? I told him, I said, well, you can. I said, but none of us have the same thoughts.
Right.
Or the same thought process of how we see life. But when I look at Charli, I look at Kay, myself, I'm like, okay, you know what? We all see life. We can see it differently, but also the same. The same may be a little bit different,
right,
or it may evolve a little bit differently. But at the same time, we may see things the exact goddamn same way.
I mean,
we may. And the thing about it is this. When you think about me, Charli, and Kay has her opinions. I have my opinions. And then you find that Charli has her opinions. And it's sometimes it can be the extreme. It really can be. Why are you laughing, Charlie?
I'm laughing because as you're talking, Kay is over there snoring louder and louder, and it's actually picking up on the mic. Yes, so I'm probably have to. I'm gonna leave her in there.
But it is the truth, right? It's the truth, right? I mean, I think it's the truth.
You know, I think depending upon the situation, either of us has the ability to be the wild card. I do not. You know, I try to look at all situations. Not saying that we don't, but my opinions come from trying to look at all sides.
Right.
And some situations I don't look too deep into. I take it for what it is on the surface, and I go about my business. I'm a firm believer in minding the business that pay you. I'm a firm believer of minding the sexuality that benefits you. I'm a firm believer in minding as much as your business as possible. So for situations, I really don't put too much thought into that because I don't need that. I got a lot of shit going on.
But see, y'all, that's Charli. And the same things that we have talked about or discussed, Charli can, you know what? I'm going to look at it. I'm going to address it. I'm going to process it, whatever. But still, guess what? If Charli is not in the goddamn picture, still, when we look at Phoenix or Kay, we can look at it as though, you know what? This shit is either fucked up, or these are some issues, or these are some things we need to discuss, what have you. But at the same time, Charli can say, you know what? I see it for what it is. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to address it. Seriously though, it is what it is. Because sometimes at the end of the day, you don't even want to fuck with the goddamn shit. You know what? I don't want to fuck with it. It is what it is. We are all adults. And at the end of the day, you know what?
Meh. That's me. Meh.
It is what it is. Let's move on. Let's not talk about it. Let's not address it. Let's not go on and on about it. Like, I like Kavya.
Yeah, she's cute.
Kavya's...
She's a mood. She's a whole mood.
She is a fucking whole fucking mood.
Whole mood.
You know what I'm saying? But I watch her a lot. There's also a little girl named Lyric Sanaa.
Is that the little girl that was doing her hair? Okay, never mind.
I don't know, but Lyric Sanaa, she is. I love her. I love her. But when you look at all these children, even goddamn, when you look at what's that girl name?
Who?
The goddamn rapper.
Who?
You know, the rapper.
No, that's not her. Oh my gosh.
Oh my Jesus.
Y'all had to excuse Kay. Kay went to sleep hours ago.
Look, Cardi B song.
Hours ago. What rapper are we talking about?
Cardi B. But anyway, my thing is this. If we talk about it and we walk and we move forth in it, and it is what it is, guess what? We move forward. That's it. We just move forward. And honestly, I promise you, when I think about Maxine was my first goddamn name. That's the first word in my mouth is Maxine. And my thing is this, I don't care who you are, what you do, what your life is about. It does not matter to me. It just does not. Why do I have to sit here and think about it and oh my God, there are straight, gay, whatever. Why do I have to sit here and think about all of that? I don't want to because I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I really do. Honestly, I don't care who you are fucking in your fucking goddamn bedroom. I just do not care. I don't care. I don't want to watch. I don't want to be a participant. I just do not fucking care.
Well, I think the thing is, I'm good, you know what I'm saying, with saying, you know, okay, Charli, this is my friend, or Charli, this is my sexuality, right? Because when I look at you, I don't look at you as Sasha the gay, or Sasha the lesbian, or Sasha the stud. I don't look at you like that. You're Sasha, my friend. However, if Sasha wants to have the conversation with me about sexuality, I'm her friend. I'm going to be open to discussing anything.
But when I look at you and I say, hey, Tiara, I don't forget all this fucking bullshit. Me and you are cool. Why I got to sit here and think and I have to consider our relationship?
But it sounds like we're cool on the surface. We're not really cool.
But I am
But
cool.
you're not accepting all of me.
But guess what? I am accepting all of you, because guess what? I don't care if you gay, straight, goddamn, whomever you have in your whatever. I don't care, because it does not matter to me.
Listen, you don't need to drink no more.
Oh, no. Look, Tiara.
You can't drink anymore. As a matter of fact, I feel like I shouldn't even publish this podcast episode. Like, I feel like
we should publish.
First of all,
you've
you've called my real name 50-11 times.
Oh, Charli.
That's one. Oh, now you're gonna clean it up. And it's two.
I don't care how you see things, because when I think about you, I think about the fact that, you know what? You are looking at people at how they see things, how they see life, how they proceed in life.
Yeah.
Like, why are we sitting here thinking about goddamn shit from 20 years ago? I don't give a fuck. I just do not care. Like, why do we have to sit here and go through all this bullshit that is nonsense? And I know that most of you are listening to us and like, hey, we haven't heard from the Do Better Sis podcast in years, not years, but months. My thing is this. Let's be real. We will be real about what's going on in our everyday interactions. We're being real about the goddamn whole democratic goddamn process, and whether or not we want to go with goddamn Biden or damn Bernie Sanders. And my thing is this. There's many of us who want to go with Sanders, and there's many of us who want to go with fucking Biden. But Democrats, you just goddamn come better, because y'all are fucking slack as hell. The only reason why black people are going with fucking the Democrats right now is because of the lily white goddamn Republicans. Y'all do not want us. Y'all do not want us to be a part of goddamn Republicans and what's going on. Y'all didn't want us, so we just went ahead and went with the goddamn Democrats. But y'all fucking fucked up, okay? Y'all fucked up. But we sitting back. We gone with the goers. But I promise you, I wish Democrats would tell. No, I wish the goddamn people would tell Democrats to fuck y'all. Y'all full of fucking goddamn shit. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. You know what? I wish goddamn Kay was up saying fuck y'all. What was she saying earlier?
These bitches got me fucked up.
You got me fucked up. I wish she was over here. I'm saying for real. Y'all just don't know. Y'all treat black people any fucking way. But guess what?
I do think we need to take a better look and a deeper look and a closer look into the people that we elect, into the things that we are, and the candidates that we are being fed. Like, we're being force-fed Biden. We're being force-fed Bernie Sanders at this point. Listen, I'm not a fan of either of them. Okay.
Me neither.
To be honest with you, after two of my top candidates dropped out, I became disinterested. I still follow, the debates. I still, follow the news and the Twitter accounts. I look at their platforms and everything. But at this point, it's a game. That's pretty much all it is. It's a game. It is. I don't feel like, they're not even pandering it as much as they were before. It's just, it is what it is at this point. Either you're going to choose me or you're going to go back with 45.
Right.
Like, they're not even trying to make a case as to why they deserve the black vote. Like, they're just not doing it. So, we need to vote, but we need to vote both locally as well as nationally. And then we need to hold these candidates' feet to the fire, to hold them accountable for what it is we need. Like,
so let me ask you this question. When you say that, like with everything that's going on right now, like, do you not believe that the people are speaking out against what is going on when you talk about Biden, about Sanders, and what's been accomplished or not accomplished? You don't think that people are talking about that right now, or
not enough? People are, it's just not enough people. Not enough people. I think if it was more people talking about it, we wouldn't have Biden or Sanders up there right now.
That's fucking true.
So I think that we're riding with Biden. We're riding with him because he was Obama's homeboy.
Well, who's riding with Biden?
And it's a bunch of black old folk.
Who's
riding with
Biden?
him.
Because guess what? I'm not a Biden goddamn fan. So I mean, honestly, when I talk about what black people are doing, like, what are we doing to say to the white academic candidate, look, this is what we expecting for you, or this is what we're watching to see if you do? I mean, what is our fucking position?
I honestly don't know that we have one.
We don't.
I honestly don't believe we have one. I think we like to say we have a position, but what are those points? What exactly are we looking for the candidates to do for us? And in what time frame? We know what we don't want, but we can't go and tell them what we want.
Good question. That's a good question and a statement. So when black people talk about what we are expecting or not dealing with in this current political atmosphere, I mean, what is it?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And I think I, along with a number of black folk, don't know. I mean, we need... Go ahead. You got your finger up.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. What I like to do, I appreciate for all of y'all. I appreciate all of you being a part of our discussion tonight. But seriously, I want to have a real conversation about what we are going to do moving forward.
Right.
When it comes to who and what is supporting us. That's the conversation I want to have with us. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing to make certain that these politicians are addressing our concerns and what we want to see happen? Because honestly, it's not happening. Nothing's happening.
No.
Nothing is happening when it comes down to Black America. So even though we're not talking about a lot of things tonight, I want us to have a conversation where we talk about what we want to see happen, and what white America is going to do to make certain that Black America are in a position where we are equitable.
Yep.
And we are in a position where white Americans listen to what we have to say. That's what I want to see happen. Okay?
Gotta have some unity to that.
Okay, I'm good with that.
You have to have some unity for that.
Okay, whatever. So that's what I want to look at. So not this week, but next week. How do you feel?
You talking to them or you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
I wish you guys could see her face right now. The crazy thing is, I have a new friend that excuse me, I have a friend that's a new listener, and she listened to the podcast, and she was like, you know, why don't you guys do like live, and so we can see your facial expressions, because I know how you are. And I said, hell to the no. No, nah, nah.
That would be fun though.
Nah.
Because I would like to see all of us have a discussion.
Nah.
You know what?
No.
That would be amazing.
Nah.
That would be fun to watch. But right now,
I mean, if you both agree to it, I'll do it. However,
not
at this point, now, I mean,
not right now.
you guys have public jobs.
Okay.
I don't.
Like I said, I'm good with it not happening right now.
Okay.
But
Okay.
definitely something that's in the future. I'm excited about. And not only that, we have a lot of things. We have a lot of things that we need to talk about.
We do.
As far as what's going on in the state of Black America.
We do.
That's something I am definitely looking forward to. And I hope that it's something that's going to happen really, really soon, like within the next couple of weeks.
We need
Charli,
to. We need to. It's a number of things that we need to discuss. We need to discuss this dating or the lack thereof. We need to talk about some more of this politics. We need to talk about what did I say?
I agree.
It's a lot we need to talk about. It's a lot. It's a whole hell of a lot.
So many things we need to talk about.
It's some more dope business women that we need to introduce you guys
Absolutely.
to. We've got some new friends, some new podcast friends.
Absolutely.
That we need to introduce them to. I mean, it's a lot of stuff.
We have some males.
We do want to introduce the male perspective, on a few topics, but not a whole lot. It's a lot of stuff we want to talk about.
I'm so excited about it. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. So with that, I'm gonna close. We're officially back.
We are in season
3?
Season 3.
Yeah. Episode
1.
2.
2. We are so excited. When I say we are excited, there are other things that we want to talk about that some of you may love and some of you may hate, but we have our opinions. There's 3 of us. So some of us, we may be like, okay, we're all in agreement of things, but there are some episodes where, guess what? None of us are in agreement with anything.
So this season, we want to end every episode with just a fun topic. And this topic or this question I want to pose to you, Phoenix, is what is something useful that you know now that you feel like your mom should have taught you as a young girl?
Well, I mean, I think that the most thing is it's going to be, when I look at what's taking place now, like I wish that my mom always talked about credit.
Mm-hmm.
But she never broke it down as to why credit was so important.
Right.
Like, okay, you know what? Pay your bills. Make certain that you pay your bills on time.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing when you pay your bill. My bill is due on the 10th, my bill is due on the 10th, or it tells, or I look at it like it's due on the 10th, but you know what? I'm paying on the goddamn 28th. Guess what? That's not a good thing. It was due 18 days ago. You can't be paying it late.
Right.
So there are so many different things that I've come into contact with that now I've learned that it's important that I meet my obligations on time. So it is what it is, but yeah, look.
So I'm gonna keep it light.
I want some pancakes tonight.
I'm gonna keep it light. One of the things I wish my mom would have taught me, and my mom actually listens to the podcast. Hey, Mom.
Yes, she does.
Is how to put my bra on backwards.
Oh my God.
So like, Phoenix had this conversation maybe sometime last year, and we were talking about cup size and all this other stuff, and we were comparing cup size. And I don't know how we got into how we put our bras on. I put my bra on like I thought everybody, all the other women put their bras on. You clasp it in the front, and then you twist that motherfucker around your torso.
But, okay, Charli.
Clearly, that's not how the shit go.
But think about when I had my surgery, where I could not put my bra on from the front to the back. And my surgery.
Shit, you couldn't do it either way.
But now I can, though.
But the crazy thing is...
Before I could not. And the thing about it is this. All before I could, and then the whole thing with the surgery and stuff, I could not. But now I can. Without any discussion, I can put my bra on without having to worry about, your school. Look at this, your school. You can't do it like this. What? But now I can. And it's so exciting to me that I can put my fucking bra on.
Well, yeah. So it's not that I can't, because my little arms do reach around my back. However, my mama never taught me that part. It was clasp it in the front, twirl it around, left arm, right arm, put them things in and make sure you tuck them in right.
That's the thing. Because like when my doctor was like, well, Erica, you put your bra on the first place. I was like, yes, your bra says, but in all honesty, you put your bra on.
Oh gosh.
Look here, you turn it, you go to the back and fasten it up. That's what I do. Okay, but it's not the same anymore. But guess what? I don't care if it's not the same anymore, because all I know is this. Guess what? I can put my bra on. That's not an old lady way before. Because guess what? All before this is me. Oh my God. But now I can I told you about that.
Yeah.
I can put my bra on without the goddamn.
Y'all, oh my God, y'all really have to excuse Kay. Like, she is going in on the other side of the room. So if you didn't hear it, Phoenix had surgery on her shoulder. This is why she's excited about being able to put her bra on the way that she told me I should be putting my bra on. So just
before I could not.
However, because Kay is getting loud and we've already hit the 3-hour mark, like I'm gonna end it.
Yeah, and we're gonna stop here because we are going to come back in a few weeks and have another podcast because we missed y'all and we need a very good episode. But we need Kay to do her thing herself
and not on the couch sleep.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave her alone, but look forward to our next position. We talk about what we've had to offer and what we have to talk about.
Oh my gosh, she's so loud.
Look,
She's so
stay
loud.
close. Bye.